Hey, good evening. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're at Tipton High School. We're going to have a little bit of a delayed ball game. Supposed to start about 8 o'clock. Had some rain, had some lightning. They're going to play, aren't they, Coach?
We're playing Rensselaer. What do you expect? It seems like it's always been. We've had a lot of bad weather games. Last year was one of the most miserable experiences I can remember on a sideline. I can remember years ago, 10 or 12 years ago, they drove all the way down, had to go back and had to turn around and come back on Saturday. So this isn't the first time, but I think we've got that stuff out of here. It's going to be one of those nights where we're glad we've got field turf. I think it's going to be a perfect night for football.
Coach, I got to admit, 28.5 points per game average for the Blue Devils this year. Going to mention last week you had Western. That was a good ball game for the Blue Devils.
I felt like we played at a high level last week, so the goal is to play at that same level or even better tonight. I think we're going to need to do so. This is a team that kind of manhandled us last year at the end of week 9, at the end of the year, and so hopefully Coach Frawley put it really well, kind of on the revenge tour. So we owe Rensselaer. They've beaten us. We have not beaten them, I don't believe, since 2013, which was a semi-state game here. So a lot of great ball games with these two teams, but hopefully we played a high level tonight.
And you got some of my notes here. You just evaporated my notes. You're good. I got to mention Chris Meeks, coach for Rensselaer Central. He's an 84 graduate. You're a 90 graduate. I'm going to back up just a little bit. You talked about 2013. Tipton Blue Devils did not win on September 13th. You got beat 9-7, but you came back the same year you went in the semi-state, and I'll mention you got them on November 22nd, 27-0.
It's called the Austin Hooker effect, is what that's called. Austin was out that first game of the year, and or the first time we played him, I think it was week 4. So we did not have him. So I just remember back then that we kind of challenged our kids. We knew he was going to come back. We challenged, hey, if the other 21 of you get better in the 4 or 5 weeks he is out, how good can we be when he gets back? And that was the start of a magical run to the state finals.
Coach, I'm guessing you don't know this next stat. You, 2005, when you began coaching the Blue Devils, have played Rensselaer Central 13 times. You've won 7 of them.
I did not know that stat. So that means we need to win tonight to keep a winning record. So just more fuel on the fire.
Coach, last week defensively, you had 3 standout players. Cole Hussey, Dallas Capshaw, Slade Springer. They're all tackling at an incredible clip.
Our defense is we've played, I think, 16 quarters. I think for 15 of those 16, we've been really, really good defensively. Fourth quarter against South Adams, game 1, had a little slip up. I think we got tired. They got some momentum. But outside of that, we played at a really, really high level. And we're going to need to do that again tonight. They've got 2 outstanding backs. They are a power-running football team. So I promise you what their initial idea is, they're going to try to run up over the top of us. So if we can slow down their run game, especially on first down, we should be in great shape.
Coach, it's almost like you saw my notes last night.
Well, it's not rocket science when you play these guys. I mean, they're very fundamental. They're very well coached. They've done the same things for a long, long time. So we know exactly what to expect. We've just got to stop it.
Last thing, Coach, will we see number 17 sophomore quarterback, or will we see number 1 sophomore quarterback tonight for Rensselaer?
I think we're going to see number 17 tonight. So that's what we've seen on film. So that's what we've prepared for. And, I think the biggest thing is we've got to stop the running backs.
Thank you, Coach.
Absolutely. Anytime.
So we'll walk this direction. That was Coach Aaron Toll. He's still got his jacket on. He may take that off. It's a little brisk, but I think the rain has gone away. You look up here, the sky is beautiful. Clouds, it's getting a little bit dark, not quite dark enough not to see the clouds. And I tell you what, we're going to miss Larry today in the ball game. Larry Murdoch, he's home. He'll be back hopefully next week. He's just not going to make it today. He's a little bit under the weather, but we'll have him back next week. We can't do without him. So we're going to walk this direction, see if we can talk to the head coach for the Rensselaer Central Bombers. That is Chris Meeks. Chris Meeks, he's allowing us to talk with him. We're going to walk this direction. I think he sees us now. He's going to walk this direction. We're going to walk this direction. We're going to talk with Mr. Chris Meeks. Blessing to see you, sir.
Seeing you.
Appreciate it.
Good seeing you, AJ.
I tell you what, Coach, I'm going to mention. You see my note sheet here. We're not going to go through the whole thing, but I got to pick and choose. Rensselaer Central Bombers, Chris Meeks, you're an 84 graduate. You graduated from Rensselaer Central. This is your 26th year to coach here. You must like that school.
I love the school. I think anybody that graduated from their school would love to come back and take over the program that they played in and coveted, throughout their high school and early years growing up. So it's a great honor for me, and it's kind of like a dream come true.
Coach, you started in 1999, correct?
As head coach, yes.
Head coach 99, you went 5-5 that year. That's uncommon for a first-year coach to have a winning record.
Yeah, we were putting our system in at that time and getting kids to, understand what we were about. And 5-5 was good, but we wanted to keep building on that. And throughout the years, we did.
Coach, I have these up. You got 8 sectionals, 3 regionals, 1 state. That state, you ran the table 15-0. I got to mention the semi-state game. I was there. It was darn cold against Central Catholic. You got them 17-14. How do you kick a field goal when it's sub-zero?
I don't know, but thank God we did. Thank God we did, because that put us up 2 scores, and then they scored with about a minute left to cut it to 17-14, and then we grabbed the onside kick and won our first semi-state. So, yeah, that was a very special season indeed.
Absolutely. Coach, I'm going to mention, you played Coach Toll 19 times. 19 years he's been there. 13 times you played him. He's 7 wins, you're 6 losses. Can you equal that out tonight?
I don't look like that at numbers, but what I do look at is I've coached against him and I've coached against his dad. And, when you go against the Tolls, it's going to be very disciplined, kids that play hard, kids that believe in their system. The Tipton kids have great tradition. The program has great tradition. So we always know it's going to be a dogfight. So, I don't look at those numbers, but I know year in, year out, it's going to be a dogfight anytime we play them.
That sounds good. Coach, I want to talk about your Rensselaer Central offense. Diego Hernandez-Reyes is going to carry the ball. That guy can carry the rock.
Yeah, last year he carried for 300-plus yards, and once the season was over, and he did a great job and had 1,700-plus yards rushing, but we decided that we needed to share it a little bit. And so you'll see a few different guys carry it. Our projected starting quarterback that started for us last year is not back yet. So we went to our JV quarterback, Beck Drone, and, this will be his 4th, 5th start ever tonight. So it'll be his 5th start. He's still growing, but we really like how far he's come. And, the more he throws the ball and can do some different things, the less pressure it takes off our offense. And last 2 weeks, he's done a nice job of that.
Sounds excellent. Coach, I'm going to ask you, when you were at Rensselaer Central, what position did you play?
Believe it or not, I played offensive guard. So I was a pulling guard and loved every bit of it. And, I loved playing line.
So let's mention John, help me with that name. Yalalee. He'll do your kicking, but he'll also be tight end, linebacker. That guy's playing some good defense.
He is. He also punts for us. So he's a kid that played JV for us all last year, and he has stepped up, and he's one that doesn't really come off the field.
Coach, one last thing. You're going to have 5 sophomores on your offensive set.
We'll have 5 sophomores, and we'll have 1 freshman tonight. So we're young. Kids are growing, they're learning, but they're good football players, and we look forward to seeing what they can do tonight against a very good Tipton team.
Coach, it's always special to speak with you. Thank you.
Great talking to you, AJ. Thank you. Love you, man.
We're going to walk this direction. We're going to go back up in the press box, and that was Coach Chris Meeks, head coach for the Rensselaer Central Bombers. As mentioned, this is year number 26 for Coach Meeks, and he did go to school at Rensselaer Central. He's a 1984 graduate. He's a year older than me. But we'll walk this direction. The officials are getting ready. They're checking the weight in the footballs. They're putting the necessary ingredients together for this game. They're making sure those footballs are the right weight to play the game here tonight. And we'll walk this direction. Had some rain. Blue Devil fans are on hand here tonight. And And it should be a good ball game. We'll see 20 minutes, 25 seconds left on the pregame clock. Both teams still working right there on their time-ups. We'll walk this direction as we listen to some Phil Collins. Phil Collins in the air tonight. And then we'll just hold on here for a minute, see if we get in here. So I guess we might have to walk around, see if we can get in here. If they're going to let us in, but maybe not. So we'll walk this direction. And couldn't get in that door. That door locked on the north end of the press box. We'll walk down the stairs, over and back up the stairs. Try to get in south side of the press box. And it's wet. The bleachers are wet. You got to watch your step. These bleachers are wet. Footing is not good. And everybody's being careful with their footing up here in the bleacher area. And we'll walk this direction. And we're going to walk up the stairway, actually the ladder right now. And get ready for some football. It's going to be dark early up here. And I'm the only one up in the press box at the moment. And we're going to look for this flashlight. Found the flashlight. We'll mention both teams. Actually, the Blue Devils have gone into the locker room. Rensselaer Central Bombers, they're still out on the field doing time-ups. They're wearing the protective helmet over the top of the helmet. They said that is going to be legal in the NFL, I believe so. It was legal in the preseason. I think they're trying to make that legal now. Miami Dolphin quarterback would sure like that to happen. So we'll talk a little bit about each school. First, we'll mention a little bit about the visiting team on the scoreboard. That's the Rensselaer Central Bombers. Rensselaer Central, they have a school enrollment of 447. They're Class 2A, Sectional 33. There are 7 teams in their sectional, and they are Bremen, Whiting, Andrean, Boone Grove, Rensselaer Central, Wheeler, and Lake Station. The principal at Rensselaer Central High School is Andrew Jones. The athletic director, he was most instrumental. I appreciate him. That's Kenneth Hickman. And I'm over there on the athletic trainer is Carrielle Hoagland. And she's got a couple of girls helping her tonight. And we'll also mention back home, Rensselaer Central High School, their football complex is named Emory Harrison Athletic Complex. They have natural grass. Rensselaer Central High School is located at 1106 East Grace Street, Rensselaer Central. That's Rensselaer, Indiana, 47978. You can dial them by telephone at 219-866-5175. On the web, you can find them at RensselaerCentral.com. Rensselaer is a difficult word to spell. I'll let you know. It's Rensselaer Central.com. They wear the collars red and black. They participate, they perform in the Hoosier Conference. They're in this small division along with Tipton. Small division presently in football, they line up like this. There are 4 teams at number 1, 3-0, Central Catholic. The Knights are also number 1 in Class 2A presently. And they did not play, I think it was week 3. It might have been week 2. They were going to play against Ritter at home, and that game got lightninged out and never got made up. And also, second presently in the small school division is Tipton at 3-1. Third place is Rensselaer Central. They're 1-3. Fourth place is Benton Central. They're 0-4. Rensselaer Central, the Bombers are 1-3. We'll mention their head coach is Mr. Chris Meeks. Chris Meeks, 193 wins, 108 losses. working in year number 26 at Rensselaer Central. And as mentioned, he's a Rensselaer Central high school graduate, 1984. He also went to college there in Rensselaer, St. Joseph College. They were closed for just a short term. I think they're back open again. Don't quote me. They're in Rensselaer. He graduated from St. Joseph College in 1991. Next game on the agenda for Rensselaer Central, going to be next Friday, the 27th, 7 o'clock start. Rensselaer Central Bombers will travel to Lafayette Central Catholic to battle with the Knights. Now we'll talk a little bit about the home team. Home team on the scoreboard tonight is the Tipton Blue Devils. Tipton Blue Devils, they have a school enrollment, 454, just 7 students above Rensselaer Central. They're Class 2A, sectional 36. There are 8 teams in their sectional, and they are Tipton. They're currently 3-1 on the season. Rochester, 3-1. Alexandria, 3-1. Blackford, 2-2. Eastbrook, 2-2. Eastern, the Comets are 1-3. Elwood, they're 1-3. And Wabash, the Apaches are 0-4. The principal at Tipton High School is Mr. Craig Leach. The athletic director is Corey Fernung. The athletic trainer is Burke Emmerts. Tipton High School is located at 619 South Main Street, Tipton, Indiana, 46072. You can dial them by telephone at 765-675-7431. On the web, it's TiptonAthletics.com. Tipton wears the colors blue and white. As mentioned, they're also in the Hoosier Conference Small School Division. They also have a big school division in the Hoosier Conference. There are 5 teams in that division, and they are Logansport. They're currently 3-1. West Lafayette, currently 3-1. Twin Lakes, currently 2-2. Hamilton Heights, 0-4, and Western 0-4. We mentioned the Tipton Blue Devils, currently 3-1. Hoosier Small Conference is going to be the first game for Tipton in the small conference. Also, Rensselaer Central, first game. Head coach for the Blue Devils is Coach Aaron Toll. Aaron Toll, 139 wins, 82 losses. He's actually coaching his 20th season at Tipton. He went to Tipton High School, 1990 graduate, just 6 years younger than Coach Meeks. And the college he went to is Indiana University, graduated in 1995. Next game on the agenda for Tipton after tonight will be another home game next week, the 27th, Friday night, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is the projected start. They're going to go against the Heritage Patriots. Heritage Patriots last week, they were rated in Class 3A, I think 18, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll also let you know that game will happen 7 o'clock. They're saying it's 7 o'clock. It'll be here at Tipton Sports Complex, Tipton Ford Field. We'll talk about the games that happened last week. Last week, week number 4, Hoosier Conference games. There were 5 games on the 13th. We'll mention a 7 o'clock start last week. It was Hamilton Heights traveling to Danville. Danville got the win, 38-7. Another 7 o'clock start. Logansport traveled to Benton Central. Logansport got the win, 54-0. Another 7 o'clock start last week. Twin Lakes traveled to Central Catholic High School. Central Catholic got the win at home, 56-21. 8 o'clock start last week at Rensselaer Central. West Lafayette Red Devils got the win, 34-7. And a 7 o'clock start last week. Western Panthers were here with the Tipton Blue Devils. Tipton Blue Devils got the win, 31-7. Tonight's ball games in the Hoosier Conference game night, September 20th. This is week 5. Seems like it's rolling on by. We'll mention 8 o'clock start is what they said it would be tonight. Had some lightning, had some serious rain. Lightning held up the game. It's going to start, they say, about 8:15, but it's 8:20 right now. It's still 10 minutes, 35 seconds on the pregame clock. So my guess is going to be closer to 8:30 p.m. for the kickoff. Rensselaer Central Bombers are here with the Tipton Blue Devils. 7 o'clock start tonight. Frontier Falcons, they are at Benton Central with the Bison. And a 7:30 start tonight at West Lafayette. The Red Devils doing battle with the Central Catholic Knights. That could be a good one. And also 7 o'clock start tonight, Twin Lakes Indians, again on the road. Tonight they're at Logansport, do battle with the Berries. And a final 7 o'clock start. 0-4 Western Panthers going against the Hamilton Heights Huskies, also 0-4. Somebody's going to get their first win. We're going to set this down for the national anthem. That is the Tipton High School Band. I think they're abbreviated tonight. Not all of them there. They sound wonderful. Not a note missed. Again, we'll mention good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are at Tipton High School, home of the Tipton Blue Devils. We welcome you to today's education-based Indiana High School varsity football game. Tonight, it's the Rensselaer Central Bombers and the Tipton Blue Devils. This internet radio coverage is made possible by AudioSportsOnline.net. That's ASO. That's Robbie Kendall. Rob Kendall providing internet radio access for PutMeInSports.com since 2008. We thank you for tuning in. We'll mention PutMeInSports.com. Internet radio since 2008. Happy to support education-based high school varsity sports. Baseball in the spring, Lafayette Central Catholic Knights. Baseball, football in the fall, Tipton Blue Devils football, and basketball in the winter. Tipton Blue Devils boys basketball in the winter. We do thank you for tuning in. And I will also mention, we'll let you know that Michelle Garman, you can contact her. I'll let you know for comprehensive coverage of Tipton County sports. Check out the Tipton County Tribune. The printed edition is published every Wednesday, but one does not have to wait till Wednesday for sports stories as well as other stories, including breaking content, is available online at TiptonCountyTribune.com. The Tipton County Tribune is owned by Cherry Road Media. A subscription to the printed edition also includes an online subscription. In online subscriptions, they are still available by themselves. One can also follow Michelle Garman on X. That's Twitter. Michelle Garman, you can reach her on Twitter on X. The @ symbol, Michelle, there's 2 L's, _Garman. That's @ symbol, Michelle _Garman for updates and scores for Tipton County sports teams. Fans are also encouraged to like the Tipton County Tribune page on Facebook. Michelle can also be found on Instagram under her name, Michelle Garman. So she works feverishly, and Larry and I have said before, she's probably the most educated female sports lover of all time, especially here in Tipton County. So the teams have gone off into the locker room. Well, mention Rensselaer Central has gone into their locker room. It's on the east side of the field. Separate locker room there. It's good. I've been in that building. It works great. They've got lockers. And I think Larry told us a couple of weeks ago, the middle school used that locker room for their home locker room. So we'll also mention tonight's game is being brought to you by Rutledge Well Drilling. Rutledge Well Drilling, when you think of water, think of Rutledge Well Drilling. Pumps, sales, service, water conditioning, water softeners, iron filters, and trenching. You can call Rutledge Well Drilling at 765-292-2315. Again, their number is 765-292-2315, or visit them on the website, rutledgewelldrilling.com. They're in Atlanta, Indiana. They are licensed, insured, honest, dependable, and always professional. That's Mike, Nathan, and Levi Rutledge. Rutledge Well Drilling. So I'm getting ready for some football here. Cheerleaders are out there going to make a tunnel, somewhat of a tunnel. I'm going to introduce the Blue Devils, maybe the defense this week. We'll see. And we do thank you for tuning in. And while we've got a mention here, we'll talk about the Colts. Colts Hall of Fame nominees. Nominees for the 2025 Hall of Fame. They have 10 nominated. I'm going to mention 4 of them. That's Reggie Wayne, Robert Mathis, Adam Vinatieri, and Pat McAfee. And I'll let you know, of all the teams, all 32 teams in the NFL, there are 167 players nominated. You can't be nominated unless you've been out of the league for at least 5 years. So that's the way it goes. But a month from now, they'll cut that 167 number down to 50. And I think Reggie Wayne is more than capable to be in the Hall of Fame. And why not? Reggie Wayne has been stiffed a couple of times, maybe 3 times. So the Blue Devils being introduced right now on the surface. And we'll also mention, don't forget the Atlanta New Earth Festival. Atlanta, Indiana is coming up next weekend, September 28th and 29th. That event was founded back in 1974. You can enjoy free stage entertainment. Antique tractors will be on display. They'll have culinary delights from elephant ears, pumpkin rolls, barbecue, Mexican and Greek foods, and more. It'll be fun to have for the whole family, all ages. You can make it a family weekend for all to remember. Mark your calendars. It's going to be next weekend. And the 28th and 29th, it's always in the final weekend of September. That's at the Atlanta New Earth Festival. If you want to call for information, you can call them at 765-292-2626, or on the web, Atlanta, Indiana, spelled out, .com, AtlantaIndiana.com. So they're introducing the Blue Devils starters. Rensselaer Central Bombers are over on their sideline. 1:48 left here in the pregame, getting ready for football on a Friday night. We'll see how it goes. The field is nice. I did walk on the field. That rain went straight through to the rocks, and it should be good for the running backs, the receivers, and the quarterbacks tonight. And they'll have the football in the game. They'll be dry, and we're going to see some football tonight. Small division Hoosier Conference. That's brand new. You know, they just came up with that this year. Logansport entered the conference. They're in the big division. Now, basketball is going to be just a little different. I guess the Tipton Blue Devils are so good at basketball, they put them in the big school division. That's the way it is. So they're going to walk out. They're going to meet right there at the logo at center of the field right there, 50-yard line. Blue Devils and the Bombers. The white-hatted official, he's the umpire. He'll be in the offensive backfield during plays. He'll start the play clock. Blue Devils are going to decline. Evidently, Rensselaer Central called the toss and didn't get it right. Tipton had the authority to either take the ball on a kickoff or kick the ball away, and they deferred, so they'll receive second half, and Rensselaer Bombers will kick the ball off to start the ball game. 8:30 straight up on my AT&T watch, and AT&T making this game possible for the listening ears. Blue Devils and Bombers football tonight. The Blue Devils are going to back up. They're going to assemble for the kickoff right here, kickoff return. I take that back, kickoff. They're going to kick the ball off. There we go. Blue Devils will kick off, and the Rensselaer Bombers backing up for kickoff return. So going to line up right there. And then Blue Devils going to jog out. Going to set the football at the 40-yard line, right hash. They're going to take it back to the middle of the, they're going to go from the left hash. Nathan Hawkins is going to kick the ball away. You're going to line it up at the left hash. He gets a handshake from a line judge right there. I think he's the east line judge. You have an east and a west, a linebacker, official, umpire, and they also have a deep official for passes. So you're going to line up 40-yard line, left hash. 12 minutes on the game clock. Rensselaer Central Bombers are going to return. I think Jay Webster might be the deep man, 88. It'll be a shallow kick. It'll be taken at the 15. They'll go right side, cut up. It'll be tackled right there. Not much of a return right there. It's going to be 22 Slade Springer. Slade Springer with the tackle. And the Rensselaer Central Bombers will put the ball in play at their own 26-yard line. Rensselaer Central Bombers, they're going to line up offensively. Beck Droney, number 17, sophomore quarterback. He's 6'1", 175. And we'll also mention in the backfield with him is Diego Hernandez Reyes, who wears number 22. He's a senior. We'll mention Beck Drone is a sophomore. They'll hand off. First handoff. Going to be tackle made by Slade Springer. Also there was Callis Capshaw. Going to be no gain. So no gain. It's going to be second down, 10. Ball moves to the middle of the field. Rensselaer Central Bombers. First possession of the ball game. They're going to line up again in a shotgun. Two in the backfield. They'll go tight end right, tight end left. Snap taken. Will be lost. Fumble in the backfield. Ball's loose, and it's going to be picked up by the Blue Devils. There was a bit of a collision on the handoff. Left halfback was going right side. He bumped it with the arm, and the ball's loose. And the Blue Devils are going to get the football, and they're going to get the first turnover of the ball game, and they're in good field position. Ball spotted near the 19-yard line of Rensselaer. So the Blue Devils to the huddle. Blue Devils break huddle in unison. Number 2, quarterback. He's a freshman. That's number 2, Quinn Toll. He'll line up in a shotgun. Single man in the backfield is Calvin Condit. They'll go stack left side receivers. Tight end right is Jaron Aller. Going to hand off. First handoff goes to Calvin Condit. He'll go left side. 5-hole. They get a positive gain. He'll pick up 4. It's going to bring up a second down 6 for the Blue Devils. Ball spotted at the Rensselaer Central 15-yard line. Ball is at the left hash. Blue Devils are going away from the scoreboard. They're traveling from the north to the south. So they'll break huddle. They're to the line of scrimmage. Play clock is at 17. Game clock, 10:50 here in the first quarter. Shotgun again, Quinn Toll. Single man in the backfield, Calvin Condit. He'll get the handoff again. He'll go right side, opposite side, 6-hole. We'll get a positive gain to the 10-yard line. He's going to be about a yard short of the first. It's going to bring up third down and 1 for the Blue Devils. So Quinn Toll going to jog to the sideline. Pick up the play. Offensive coordinator, Dustin Shear. So it jogged back to the huddle. Where's number 2, Quinn Toll? Had a good middle school career. And he's going to play offensively here. Second start of the season for Toll. They're going to line up in a slot left side. In the slot is Dallas Capshaw. Single man in the backfield, Calvin Condon. They'll give it to Condon. He'll go left side, 5-hole. He's got a first down. Then stay on his feet. He'll get down to the 6-yard line. They needed 1. He got 4. And the Blue Devils pick up a first down. It's going to be first and goal for the Blue Devils at the Rensselaer Central 6-yard line. Ball spotted at the left hash. So the Blue Devils break huddle. We're going to have Slade Springer in the backfield. Also, shotgun quarterback Quinn Toll. They're going to line up slot right, Dallas Capshaw. Split out right side is Oliver Conaway. They hand off. Slade Springer. He gets inside the 5. They'll mark him at the 4. So it's going to be second down goal from the 4 for the Blue Devils. Calvin Condon got a playoff. He got a little break. He's back in the ball game. Slade Springer. Slade Springer also an outside linebacker for the Blue Devils. So they're going to call the play in the huddle. They'll adjourn. Ball's at the 4-yard line, pretty much in the middle of the field. So they'll go shotgun again. Quinn Toll, single man in the backfield is Calvin Condon. Slot left. In the slot is Dallas Capshaw. Hand off. Going to give it to Calvin Condon. He'll go straight up the middle. They'll stop him short at the goal line, about the 3, maybe the 2. They're going to spot him near the 3-yard line. It's going to be third and goal from the 3. Ball is in the middle of the field, pretty darn close to where they try the point after touchdown, just left of that stripe. So play clock at 20. Blue Devils adjourn huddle. They're going to go tight end right, and that is Ridgway, Zach Ridgway. Tight end left, Jaron Aller. Twins to the right. Going to hand off in the backfield. He'll be stopped in the backfield. Rensselaer Central, a good stop, and they met him in the backfield. Going to be no gain. Take that back. They're going to get him. They're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage. Lucky to do that. It's 4th down. Goal from the 3. Rensselaer Central looking for a stop. And Blue Devils began this drive on the Rensselaer Central 19-yard line. They got 1 first down. They can pick up a first down with a 1-yard gain. I take that back. We're 4th and goal, Meyer, 4th and goal. So it's either touchdown or turn the ball over on downs. Shotgun. Quinn Toll. He's going to run it left side. He's going to be held. He's going to be stopped at the 4. Quinn Toll went left side. About the 3-hole, and there was no blocking back in front of him. And the Blue Devils are going to turn the ball over on downs. So Blue Devils thought they might have a good chance to score here, but Coach Chris Meeks and his defense put up a stand. But the Blue Devils do have the Rensselaer Central Bombers deep in their own territory. Back at the 4-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Bombers from their 4. They're at the right hash. They're going towards the scoreboard. Shotgun. Taken by Drone. That's Beck Drone. They go right side. Not much of a gain, if any. Ball carrier again was Hernandez. Diego Hernandez Reyes. Reyes, we'll mention, he's 5'8", 170. Entering this game, he had 82 rushes for 290 yards. He's averaging 3.5 yards a carry per game, 72.5 yards. And his longest run on the season so far is 33 yards. So that's Diego Hernandez Reyes. He's in the backfield. Where's number 22? They're going to hand off left to right. Again, Reyes, the ball carrier. He's going to get a good positive gain this time. He'll pick up 5. And it's going to be a 3rd down. And they're going to call it 6. Gain of 4. We're going to 3rd down 6 for the Bombers. Ball spotted at the 13-yard line. I take that back. Ball spotted at the 9-yard line. And they'll go from shotgun again, 2 in the backfield. Shotgun snap. They'll take the handoff. First man through. They get a first down, just barely. Second man through got the carry. And that was Hernandez. Also in the backfield, you'll also see the ball carried by Carter Ogborn. He's a junior. Carter Ogborn wears number 32. He's got 36 carries on the season, 244 yards. He averages 6.8 per carry. So 1st and 10 Bombers. Ball's at the 16-yard line. Bomber territory. Shotgun. Beck drone. He'll hand off right to left. Blocking back out in front. Hernandez Reyes is going to be tackled from behind. Blue Devils. It's going to be Joe Vaughtaw. Vaughtaw makes the tackle. It'll be a good positive gain out to the 23-yard line. Gain of 7 is going to be 2nd down, 3 for the Bombers. Ball spotted at the left hash. 23-yard line. Bomber territory. Looking for running plays so far in this contest. Shotgun snap taken. We hit the right halfback. The Blue Devils meet him right there in the backfield. Henderson was in there on the tackle. Blue Devils. Also in on the tackle right there was 57, Grayson Withrow. Withrow's a junior. He's 6'3", 210. Ball spotted at the left hash. 22-yard line, a loss of 1. So it's going to be a 3rd down play for the Bombers. The brick huddle in unison. 4:38 on the game clock. No score. First quarter. Tipton High School. This game started at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Up there, Rensselaer territory, 7:30. So the handoff goes right side. It'll be a positive gain. Going to be a 1st down. Reyes picks up another 1st down. He needed 4. He got about 7. Ball's marked out to the 28-yard line. Ball's in the middle of the field. Shotgun quarterback, Beck Drone. He's a sophomore. Beck Drone, 6'1", 175. Handoff, right halfback. Get a blocking back out in front of him. Hernandez Reyes, the ball carrier. He'll get out to the 31-yard line. He'll pick up 3. It's going to be a 2nd down and 8. Cole Hussey in there on the stop for the Blue Devils. Cole Hussey, where's number 51? He's an inside linebacker. Cole Hussey. He's got 14 solo tackles, 18 assists. He leads a team with 32 tackles. He's 5'10", 185. He also leads a team in quarterback sacks with 4. Low snap. Beck Drone had to go down and get it. Knees on the surface, but he kept the football. But the snap was low. Going to take it down away from the Bombers. This is going to bring up a 3rd down. Loss on the play, 3rd down and 11. Play clock is at 24. Clock moving. Started at 25. 3:05 on the game clock. First quarter. 2nd possession for the Bombers. Blue Devils had a possession. Couldn't get it in the end zone. Got it down to about the 4-yard line. Turned it over on downs. Dropping back to pass. First pass of the ball game. Beck Drone looking. Lots of time. You're going to throw one right sideline. It's going to go out of bounds. Incomplete. Dallas Capshaw was there. That ball was not going to be caught. It was well thrown out of bounds. Intended receiver was number 40, Logan Metzger. He's a junior, 5'11", 220. And they'll go back into punt formation. Will the Bombers. And back to punt is John. And Coach Meeks told me how to pronounce his name. I kind of forgot. Yalali. We'll go with that. John Yali, we'll go with that. He wears number 10. Sophomore. He'll get a good boot. Going to be taken in the air at the 36. Dallas Capshaw on the run back. They'll go back towards the Bombers' sideline. He'll get out to the 48-yard line. Dallas Capshaw, pretty good run back. And John Yali, we'll mention, 6', 170. Punting, he's averaging 38.6. That's a good average for a high school punter. He's punted it 15 times now. His longest is 48 yards. He's put 2 inside the 20. He's also the kicker, and he also plays defensively. And we mentioned he plays defensively as an inside linebacker. So shotgun quarterback, Blue Devils back on offense. Split out wide right, double tight. Going to pitch it right side. Calvin Connolly, there's going to be a flag on the play. Flag on the play. It's probably going to be a holding. It will be against the Blue Devils. They may decline this. We don't know yet. It's going to be a loss in the backfield. They're going to spot him a couple of yards back. So it would be a 2nd and 12, but they're going to accept the penalty. Coach Meeks wants to back him up 10 yards from where the infraction was. They're going to back it up to the 38th of Tipton. 10-yard penalty, going to make it 1st down and 20. So the Blue Devils have the football. They're backing up a little bit there. We're going to break huddle in unison. 2:17 on the game clock, 1st quarter. Play clock's at 10. Blue Devils at the line of scrimmage, double slot, left and right. Calvin Condon in the backfield. Here comes near motion. Mahaney take the handoff, pass play over the middle. It's caught. Dallas Capshaw. Defense was there. Capshaw patiently received the football, got a couple of extra yards. He'll take it across midfield to the 42-yard line of Rensselaer territory. And Dallas Capshaw, athletic young man. He's not playing quarterback. That's where I want him, playing receiver, catching passes. That was his 10th catch of the season. 26 is longest, and a 10.2 average. He's got 2 touchdowns that came last week from Quinn Toll, back left corner of the end zone. Taking the handoff, going to take it himself. Quinn Toll gets it just inside the 45-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down play. Actually, Capshaw didn't quite get the 1st down. It was 1st and 20. They got a lot of that back. It's now 3rd down and 3. 1:08 on the game clock. Trips to the right. Split out wide left. See him in the backfield. Calvin Conley calling the cadence. Quinn Toll. You're going to give the handoff to Calvin Conley. You're going to break free. He's going to pick up the 1st down. He shrugged off that first would-be tackler. He got loose, picked up the necessary yardage. Calvin Condon going to take the ball to just inside the Rensselaer Central 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Blue Devils. Clock moving, 52 seconds, 1st quarter. 23 seconds on the play clock. Dallas Capshaw going to be in the slot left side. Split out wide left is Dakota Garment. Slot right is Mahaney. Split out wide right. Going to hand off. Mahaney on the jet sweep. He was in motion. He'll take it left side. He's going to go up the sideline. He'll be pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 7. Isaiah Mahaney, he'll go out of bounds, stop the clock at 29.9. And Isaiah Mahaney, a good run. Gets beyond the tight end, the end, I should say. Broke contain out there. And it's going to be a 2nd down, 3 play. 29.9, clock stops. Ball resting at the Rensselaer Central Bombers, 33-yard line at the left hash. Trips to the right. Split out wide left is Dallas Capshaw. Calling the cadence, Quinn Toll. He'll take the snap, quick pass, right flat, double screen. Isaiah Mahaney blocking in front of him. He'll stay in bounds. He'll get inside the 25 to about the 24.5-yard line. Clock is probably, they'll stop the clock at 17. They'll restart it. And he did not get out of bounds. I don't believe he did. They did. They're going to start the clock now, and the Blue Devils are not going to snap it. So this is going to empty out the 1st quarter. No score. Blue Devils are going to have it at the Rensselaer Central Bomber 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 after this quarter break. So no score at the end of 1. Central Bombers, the Tipton Blue Devils. We'll mention this game is also in part being brought to you by Jim Dandy Restaurants. Jim Dandy Restaurants, Jim Dandy not only provides an incredible dining experience for the Tipton community and the folks in the surrounding areas. Tipton, Jim Dandy wants you and the Blue Devil fans to know that the Jim Dandy staff not only wish the best for the football players, they reach out and commend the Tipton Blue Devils band and those Tipton Blue Devil cheerleaders to be positive for their team and classmates during each and every Snap of the ball. It's Jim Dandy Restaurants. They're open 7 days. Jim Dandy Restaurants. They're in Tipton and Noblesville. So they're inverting the fields. And Central Bombers are going to go down to the north end of the field. Blue Devils going to break huddle. They'll go back the other direction. And it's going to be 12 minutes on the second quarter clock. We've got no score thus far here in the ball game. One quarter has gone by. Blue Devils going to have it 1st and 10 at the Bombers' 25-yard line. They'll put it in play from the right hash. Blue Devils going to line up in a slot. Slot right side. In the slot is number 8, Oliver Conaway. Split out wide left is Zach Ridgway. Going to line up tight end left. Thinking back, Zach Ridgway tight end. Split out wide left is Dakota Garment. Going to go wing back right side. Dallas Capshaw. He'll go deep motion. Snap right there. Quintola, he'll hand it off. Calvin Condit. He'll get a lot of yardage there. He'll get inside the 15. Condit going to be brought down at the 13-yard line. Blue Devils are going to have it 1st and 10. So clock moving, 11:48. First play of the second quarter. Calvin Condit, 13-yard carry. Another first down. It's 1st and 10 at the Rensselaer Central 13-yard line. Shotgun quarterback. Number 2, Quinn Toll. Single man in the backfield, Calvin Condit. Slot right. Dallas Capshaw deep motion from the left wing back again. They're going to hand off. Calvin Condit, he'll try to break contain. He will. He's going to get past the sticks. He'll have a first down. He's tackled out of bounds. Couple of yards shy of the goal line. Blue Devils are going to have it 1st and goal at the 2.5-yard line. So they start the play clock at 40. That 40-second play clock, they basically, after the player is down by contact, they start that clock. They don't want to waste a lot of time getting guys off of other guys off the surface, killing time for a 25-second clock. That's why they implemented the 40-second clock. Pretty good idea. I heard that on the radio last week on Bob Level's show. Shotgun quarterback Quinn Toll. Handoff. Calvin Condit. He's going to get to the 2, but no further. So Condit going to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Dakota Garman going to enter the ball game. Taking a breather is 86, Jaron Aller. And you'll take a breather. So play clock is at 27. Started at 40. 10 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the second quarter. No score. Blue Devils are on the doorstep. They'll line up in a double slide right side. Actually, quadruples. Quads right side. They get blocking. They'll pitch it to Condit. Condit going to avoid a would-be tackler who get in the end zone, but a flag on the play. Flag on the play came from the defensive backfield, and they might nullify this touchdown by Condit. Condit has 7 touchdowns on the season. That's in 4 games. If this works out, nope, it's not going to work out. They're going to bring the ball back. It's going to be a holding penalty on the Blue Devils. So it's, for the moment, it's 2nd down and goal from the 2. Holding on Tipton. So they'll have 2nd down over, but they'll back the ball out to the 11-yard line. So 2nd and 11 for the Blue Devils. 10-13 left here in the first half. We're in the second quarter. Blue Devils are going towards the scoreboard from the south to the north. Back in the huddle, Quinn Toll tells the play. Play clock is at 12 seconds. They are at the line of scrimmage. Split out wide left is Capshaw. Tight end left is Jaron Aller. Single man in the backfield is Calvin Condit. Right side is Oliver Conaway. Pass play looking left. He'll look for it. He'll find Dallas Capshaw. Capshaw's in for the score. Capshaw catches the pass. The left flat about the 8-yard line and goes on in to the pylon left side. And Quinn Toll and Dallas Capshaw, they link up for another passing touchdown, and now they have 3 together. Last week, 2. So far this week, they have 1. So the Blue Devils are going to try the point after. 6-0 contest. Oliver Conaway going to be the holder. Cole Hussey will be the short snapper. Brogenberg puts it up, and he'll put it through the uprights. 7-0 contest. Blue Devils taking early advantage. 10:08 left here in the second quarter. Tipton will kick off to Rensselaer Central, and the scoreboard just went out. Hopefully it'll come back. And I will mention this game is also in parts being brought to you by FritzandFishers.com. FritzandFishers.com. They buy, they sell, they trade. They'll help you to finance your quality car, truck, or SUV. They have preferred low mileage and one-owner automobiles. They have 2 Hamilton County, Indiana locations. One is Fritz and Fishers at 8599 East 116th Street. You can dial them up there at 317-842-2228. Again, that number is 317-842-2228. If they're Noblesville location, that's along State Road 32 between Noblesville and Westfield. You can dial them there at 317-773-2232. Again, 317-773-2232. You can visit them online or stop by, visit them on site. That's FritzandFishers.com. F-R-I-T-Z. Nathan Hawkins, 7 yards deep, soccer style, waiting for the whistle. So hands up, there's the whistle, here's the approach. Nathan Hawkins, end under end. Short kick, gonna bounce to the foot. Picked up there on the return to get about a 7, maybe 8-yard return. That ball short hopped the legs right there of Webster. And Webster, fortunate, trying to feel that like a shortstop. And it bounced out in front of him. He picked it up and got about 7 yards. Rensselaer Central going to put the ball in play at their own 31-yard line. Ball's in the middle of the field. And break huddle in unison. 10:02 left here in the second quarter. Early movement, offensive tackle, right side. Going to be a 5-yard mark-off. The illegal procedure. Pretty big young man. We'll mention 78, Holden Day. He's a sophomore, 6'2", 295. 6'2", 295, and their left tackle. Left tackle is Alberto Jimenez. He wears 79. He's 6'2". He's a senior, but he weighs in at 300 pounds. Going to be an inside reverse. They get it to Hernandez Reyes. Reyes out to the 30. He'll pick up about 4 yards. It's going to be second down, 11. 9:47 on the game clock. Blue Devils break defensive huddle in unison. Going to line up in a shotgun. Beck drone. Shotgun. Going to hand off again. Hernandez will go right side. Blue Devils going to get a hand on him. Oliver Conaway makes the tackle. And it's going to be a late hit on Henderson. Henderson came in late. I saw the play. I saw the delay. And then I saw the official thought about it. He threw the flag. Now they're talking it over. They may pick this up. He waited a long time to throw that flag. They're going to say unsportsmanlike conduct, personal foul. So Henderson just trying to make a play. Oliver Conaway was there, made the play. And they're going to get some more yardage there. They'll get 15 on that infraction. And then they're going to put the ball at midfield. 50-yard line from the right hash. 1st and 10, Rensselaer Central. Beck Drone runs from the sideline, brings the play in. Beck Drone, we'll mention it. He's got 1 touchdown pass on the season. He has not thrown an interception. They're going to line up 3 in the backfield. Wing back, fullback, tailback. Hernandez Reyes is a tailback. You'll get the carry. He'll get it across the 50. He'll pick up a couple of yards. They'll spot him at the 48 of Tipton. And they're going to give him credit for 2 yards. Second down, 8 for Rensselaer Central. 9 o'clock on the wristwatch. Late game here tonight. Eastern time zone. Shotgun quarterback, Beck Drone. Hernandez Reyes, that's Diego Hernandez Reyes in the backfield. They'll go motion away. Give it to Reyes. He shrugs off a would-be tackler. And Reyes is going to make it not quite to the 45-yard line. Jack Roach is going to re-enter the ball game. Offensive line taking a breather is 54, Nathan Hawkins. So it's going to bring up 3rd down 5 for Rensselaer Central. Ball is nosed up to the Blue Devil 45-yard line. 8:04, second quarter. Clock is moving. Play clock at 12. 3rd down 5. Shotgun. Beck Drone. Reyes in the backfield. Motion away. Going to give it to Reyes. He'll go up the gut. He'll get a good gain. He's going to be about a yard short of the first. He'll take it to the 41 of Tipton. And he's going to bring up a 4th and 1 decision. First big decision here in the ball game for Rensselaer Central. 4th and 1 at the Blue Devil 41. So Beck Drone back in the ball game. We'll call the play. Clock moving, 7:25, second quarter. 7-0 contest. Blue Devils in front. Calling the cadence. Shotgun. Gonna hand off. Gonna dive it forward. Blue Devils might have stopped him. Gonna be close. I think the Blue Devils stopped him short of the line to gain. So they did. Blue Devils going to get the football. 4th and 1. They chose to run Reyes dive play, and Reyes met a brick wall of Blue Devils. So the ball spotted just across the 40. The 40-yard line was the line to gain. There's about 6 or 8 inches between the back of that football and the 40. So the Blue Devils take over on downs. 1st and 10. They'll break huddle. 7:13, clock stopped for change of possession. They're going to line up with Dakota Garman, split out wide left. Oliver Conaway in the slot right side. Dallas Capshaw, wing back right side. He'll go deep motion again. Shotgun quarterback taken by Quinn Toll. He'll hand off right to left. Calvin Condit. Condit going to move the pile, and he'll get out near midfield. Calvin Condit going to pick up 9. They'll need 1, about 9, about 8.5 on the carry. Ball's about a half a yard shy of midfield. Ball's at the left hash. 6:52 on the game clock. 24 seconds on the play clock. The Blue Devils adjourn huddle in unison with a hand clap to the line of scrimmage. Dakota Garman is out there. Dallas Capshaw and Oliver Conaway. Going to line tight end. Left side is Ridgeway. Zach Ridgeway. Shotgun snap taken by Quinn Toll. He'll go left to right with a handoff. They get across midfield. That's Calvin Condit. Condit takes it to the other side of the 50-yard line by about a yard. So it's going to be short of a first, but just about half a yard. It's going to be 3rd and half a yard. And they're going to measure. They're going to do a measurement here. It's going to be tough. I tell you what, they got that clip. They use a clip. There's a particular guy over there that puts that clip between the 10-yard sticks. They put it right on the line, either one side of it or the next side of it. And this umpire, this referee, brings it out, chains out, puts that clip right there on the line. They're going to pull them tight, and they'll find out that the Blue Devils got a first down by a half an inch. It was darn close. They'll keep the ball there. And the Blue Devils, pretty good time to ask for a measurement. So with a synthetic field turf like this, these lines are so true. They are so true. I really don't know how somebody can line up off sides. I really don't. But anyway, the Blue Devils have the ball in midfield. Right there at the Blue Devil logo. Middle of the field. Tight end left is Ridgeway. Tight end right, Jaron Aller. Receiver left side, Dallas Capshaw. Right side, Oliver Conaway. Calvin Condit in the backfield. Motion away. Dallas Capshaw. Him down the middle. That's Ridgeway. Ridgeway with the catch. He'll take it down near the 17-yard line. So it's going to be a good pass play from Toll to Zach Ridgeway. It's going to be a 33-yard pass play from the right hand of the freshman quarterback. Right down the middle. So Zach Ridgway with the reception. To the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10. Blue Devils, 5:25, clock moving. Double slot, left side. Split out wide right is Capshaw. Calvin Condit in the backfield. Shotgun quarterback, Quinn Toll takes the snap. He'll look left, they go bubble screen left side again. It's Isaiah Mahaney. Mahaney going to be tackled in the field of play. Didn't quite get out of bounds. He had a couple of blockers in front of him. He's going to get down near the 7-yard line. So Mahaney again with the bubble screen. And they go the other direction. And the Blue Devils pick up another first down. It's going to be a timeout on the field. Official's going to call timeout. It's actually going to be charged to Rensselaer Central. 5:01 left here in the second quarter. Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10 at the Rensselaer Central 12-yard line when we come back. We'll also mention today's ball game is in part being brought to you by Indiana Express Rentals. Indiana Express Rentals. When you find yourself looking for that dependable moving truck rental company, that high-quality choice isn't far away. You can call Indiana Express Rentals. They're located at the south edge of Noblesville, Indiana. You'll find them at 1708 South 8th Street. You can simply call them at 317-773-4800. Again, that's 317-773-4800. They have up to 26-foot box trucks available. And a truck with a Tommy lift can sure come in handy. That's Indiana Express Rentals. Their hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. You'll find Dirk. Dirk will be on the premises. That's Penske Truck Rentals. The name Penske alone takes any possible concerns away from any travel. Indiana Express Rentals. So here we go. Ball is live. 22 seconds. 5:01 on the game clock. It'll start now. Handoff left to right. Calvin Condit. Condit going to try to make it down to the 5. He's going to actually get to the 6.5. Going to be about a half-yard pickup on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd down goal for the Blue Devils. They're calling it from the 7. So Quinn Toll brings the play in. Calls the play in the huddle. They adjourned, probably called it one time. Everybody heard it. Shotgun quarterback Quinn Toll. Where's number 2? Freshman. 6 foot, maybe 6'1", 170. Shotgun quarterback takes a snap. Calvin Condit takes the handoff and immediately is tackled in the backfield. Couple of guys in the backfield right now. Ball goes back to the 10-yard line. Might see a passing play here. We'll find out. 7-0 contest. Blue Devils in front. 4:02, clock moving, second quarter. So play comes into the huddle. Dallas Capshaw back in the huddle. Clock moving. Play clock is at 14. Adjourn to the line of scrimmage. Split out wide right is Capshaw, Garmin, and Conaway. Single man in the back. They'll go motion. That's been tight end right to Ridgway. Going to roll right side. Going to roll right side is Quinn Toll. Pass to the end zone. Caught. That's Zach Ridgway. Nothing back. That was Dakota Garmin. Dakota Garmin, he's 6'2". Ridgway 6'5". They're both thin. I saw the 4. That's Dakota Garmin. He caught the pass about 2 yards deep. Pretty much a set-down route. Rolling right to throw the pass was Quinn Toll. Toll with 2 touchdown passes here in the first half. He threw 2 last week. Both of them to Capshaw. One here tonight. Capshaw and now Garmin. There's a snap. There's the spot. There's the kick. And that's a good-looking kick. Through the uprights, Brogan Ferg makes it a 14-0 contest. 3.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. And as the Blue Devil band elated right there. Tell you what, we'll also mention the Colts. Colts coming up this weekend. 1 o'clock start. Chicago Bears. I think Chicago Bears right there. They're going to be at Indianapolis. And a 1 o'clock start. That's the 22nd. And I might get to see that game. We'll see. I'll probably try to watch the Vikings if possible. But it's so tough anymore. They watch YouTube. I tell you, YouTube and Prime, all these places you got to pay to watch these games is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. We used to have DirecTV right there with them. Now it's owned by AT&T. The NFL ticket, that was we thought it was expensive until they let the rights of it go away, and then Prime took over, and YouTube, and it's incredible. But the NFL, the best sport going next to the WNBA. I don't know. So they're going to spot the ball there. It's going to be Nathan Hawkins kicking off again. They go from the left hash, spots it at the 40-yard line. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. Bombers have two timeouts remaining. Blue Devils have all three. Here comes the approach from Hawkins. It's going to be a squib kick right down the pike right there. Going to be picked up, Jacobs. They'll pick it up. He'll run on the left side. And it's going to be caught by Isaiah Mahaney. Isaiah Mahaney tracks him down. He tried to get a little bit more yardage. Gave up a few yards trying to get around Mahaney, but couldn't get it done. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bombers. And that ball spotted out to the 23-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Rensselaer Central. So they'll work it from there. That was Rashad Claiborne, number 80, on the return. So 3 in the backfield. Quarterback, Beck Drone. We're going to fake the handoff. He'll pass play. Picked off. Picked off in the flat. Ball's loose. Falling on it right there was Oliver Conaway. It's going to be an interception for Calvin Condit. He held the ball long enough. They're probably talking about it, wondering if he had the ball long enough. But I'm not sure if he was. They might be talking about that he was down by contact, and the fumble maybe didn't happen, theoretically. But they say Tipton has the football after the interception. And as mentioned, the Blue Devils have 3 timeouts. 3:16 on the scoreboard clock. 14-0 contest. Blue Devils have it 1st and 10 after the interception. That was the first interception of the season thrown by Beck Drone. So Calvin Condit in the backfield after the interception. So ball spotted at the 23-yard line. Bomber territory. Dropping the throw out of the shotgun. Looking right, going to let one go. Long pass. It's going to be intercepted by the Bombers. It was well underthrown. They were trying to find Oliver Conaway. Actually, it was dropped. Couldn't bring it in. So that was a gift by the Bombers. That ball was absolutely should have been picked off. It was well underthrown. But the Blue Devils are going to live for another down. So Quinn Toll happy about that one. He released a long pass there, probably ill-advised. It's going to be 2nd down 10. Checking the wristband, Quinn Toll. Right side split out. Wide receiver is Dallas Capshaw. Well, here come in motion, near side. Take the hand off to him. He's going to roll right, Quinn Toll. He's going to tuck it away. He's going to go across inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. He dove it forward. Quinn Toll going to have to learn when to slide. When to slide, when to run out of bounds. Don't want to take an unnecessary hit. Quinn Toll, a lot of future in front of him. So we get the play from the sideline. They stand inside the numbers. Play clock is at 15. Blue Devils are going to take a timeout. Blue Devils are going to take a timeout here. 2.5 minutes on the game clock. And ball spotted at the 18. Play clock. Going to get to the 3. 2:23 on the game clock. Blue Devils call their first timeout. So they'll bring their offense over to the numbers. Talk with them near the sideline. Rensselaer Central Bombers will do just the same. Talk defensively over near the numbers on their sideline. And we'll go ahead and mention Class 2A. Class 2A rankings this week. Coaches poll, now this is through 4 weeks. At number 1, they're 3-0. That's Lafayette Central Catholic Knights. Number 2, they're 4-0. Brownstown Central Braves. Number 3, 4-0. North Posey Vikings. Number 4, 3-1. Indianapolis Lutheran Saints. Number 5, 3-1. Adams Central Flying Jets. Number 6, 3-1. Linton. They are the Miners. Number 7, 4-0. Western Boone Stars. Number 8, there are 2 teams tied at number 8. 4-0. Lapel Bulldogs. And 3-1. Monrovia Bulldogs. At number 10, it's 2-2. Triton Central Tigers. At number 11, 4-0. The Bluffton Tigers. We'll pick that up in a moment. Blue Devils walk straight out to the line of scrimmage. There's the whistle. Play clock begins. Shotgun quarterback Quinn Toll, sing him in the backfield. Calvin Condit. Tight end goes right to left. That's Zach Ridgway. Takes a snap, hands off. Going to go up the middle. Calvin Condit going to get a minimal gain on that carry. Play clock started at 40. It's rolling now. 2:12 on the game clock. And the Blue Devils are going to have a 4th down and 4. Ball spotted at the 17-yard line of Rensselaer Central. So back into the huddle, number 2. That's Quinn Toll. 1:54 clock moving. Some rain is falling again. It's straight down. There's very little wind, if any, here tonight, but the rain coming down, small drops, but a whole bunch of them. So they'll line up trips to the left, and they're going to call the play clock emptied out. Timeout. It didn't quite empty out. The Blue Devils called timeout prior to. So 1:37 left here in the second quarter. Blue Devils are up 14-0. It's 4th and 3 from the 17-yard line. And we'll finish up those Class 2A rankings. This is the coach's poll. And I will mention, we left off with the 2 Tigers. That was Triton Central and Bluffton Tigers. At number 12, there are 2 teams tied. 4-0, number 12, Paoli Rams. 2-2, number 12, Andrean Fighting 59ers. At number 14, it's 3-1, Heritage Christian. They are the Eagles. At 2-2, number 15 is Eastern Hancock Royals. At number 16, there are 3 teams tied. 4-0, Centerville Bulldogs. 1-3, they say the Elwood Panthers here. I'm perplexed. And at 4-0, it's South Vermilion Wildcats. 9 unbeaten teams of the 18 listed I just mentioned. Rain's coming down big time right now. Shotgun, Quinn Toll. They're going to blow the whistle flag. Illegal procedure on the Blue Devils. They'll back it up 5. Yes, the rain has absolutely let loose. It is raining cats and dogs. That rain is coming straight down. Fortunate to be on top of the press box with a roof over our head. That is a good thing, especially if you're using an iPad to film the ball game. So Blue Devil coaches to my left, and the film crew coaches to my right, Rensselaer Central. So they'll trade tight end left, Zach Ridgway. Shotgun, takes a snap. Going to go back the other direction, looking to get rid of it. He does. He throws it away. And that ball's incomplete. And that was a 4th down play. And that should have been intentional grounding. There was no flag. They didn't call it, and it should have been called for sure. So, but they'll give the ball back to the Bombers. Bombers likely would have declined the penalty, kept the football. And they'll have the football now with 1:29. That rain is hitting the top of this press box. It is coming down cats and dogs. I'm sure these players and the coaches can't wait to get in the locker room. So handoff, right side, ball carrier, Reyes, Diego Hernandez Reyes, he's a senior. Where's number 22? The game clock, 1:15, it's moving. Jack Roach back in the ball game, taking a breather, is 54, Nathan Hawkins. 107. Tight bunch. They got a wing right, double tight end. Fullback behind the right tackle. Shotgun quarterback, Reyes in the backfield. Play clock is at 10 seconds. 53 seconds on the game clock. Clock's moving. The handoff. Right to left, the wingback gets the handoff. And it's going to be close to a first down. That's Carter Ogborn. Carter Ogborn, he's 5'11", 185. And Carter Ogborn going to get the first down. They'll move the chains. Carter Ogborn, he's 5'9", 185. He's a junior class member. He's a linebacker and a fullback. 30 seconds left. First and 10, Bombers at their own 34-yard line. Handoff. Left to right, Reyes. He's going to cut it up, going to cut it outside. Oliver Conaway cuts him down. Oliver Conaway came in from the left cornerback and kept him a minimal gain, about 3 yards, and the clock is going to empty out. Inside 10 seconds, and both teams are ready to get into the locker room. They're going to be soaking wet. We're going to go 15 minutes on the intermission clock, and at the end of one half of play, Blue Devils 14, Bombers 0, and we'll go to halftime. We do thank you for tuning in. And I will mention, we appreciate you and the sponsors, and we hope you'll patronize those bringing this game to you. We'll let you know who they are right now. This Tipton Rensselaer Central football game Industrial Park and Storage. That's in Arcadia, Indiana. If you're right off of State Road 19, you take Howard Avenue, and you'll see it right nearby the ballpark. They have indoor and outdoor storage and flex storage availability. You can call to reserve space for that safe and secure storage space location. Indoor storage for your boats, RVs, or your precious automobiles. Could be a Corvette, could be a Mercedes, etc. Or outdoor storage is always available. To contact Arcadia Industrial Park and self-storage, simply go online at the website. It's www.aipsindiana.com. Again, that's aipsindiana.com. Or call them by phone at 317-774-1500. Again, that's 317-774-1500. That's our Arcadia Industrial Park and Storage. Also bringing you tonight's contest is The Shack. The Shack, hey, Blue Devil fans, looking for that perfect spot before or after the game? Swing by The Shack, your ultimate game day hangout. They've got something special for every member. Whether you're craving a classic Shack pizza or ready to tackle a Shack stack with single, double, or triple burger patties. And that's not all. At the Shack, your game day staple. You can get a cold beer, you can get refreshing cocktails, and you can get loaded spiral potatoes. Bring your game face, your appetite, and your friends for a winning experience at the Shack, located at 311 East Jefferson Street, Tipton, Indiana. Check them out on Facebook and stay up to date on specials and events. See you at the Shack. Also, tonight's ball game is being brought to you by School Makes a Difference. Scott Danishaw, School Makes a Difference. When school makes a difference, it's obvious what a difference school can make. As a Tipton High School graduate, and glad to say it, from wrestling at the 185-pound weight class and seldom beaten, and gearing up to play football on a Friday night with the Blue Devils O-line, that's a tackle position and a guard position. And now, as a member of a family who grew up in a family-oriented
situation right here in Tipton County. This Blue Devil community approaching the Bicentennial Plateau. That's Scott Gashaw and the Gashaw family. Scott is proud to serve local farmers. Excavation, drainage, demolition, clearing of fence rows, and fence row maintenance. Happy to support the Blue Devil Nation, then, now, and forever. Signed, Scott G. And also bringing you tonight's contest is Noblesville Trophies. Noblesville Trophies. You can shop them online at noblesvilletrophies.com or stop by if only to browse around. They're located at 1740 South 10th Street, Noblesville, Indiana. They have trophies, awards, plaques, etc. Fast turnaround. Prices are low. They're so low you may want to be a repeat customer. That's Noblesville Trophies, 1740 South 10th Street, Noblesville, Indiana. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can reach them by phone at 317-773-7391. Again, their number is 317-773-7391, or you can find them on the web at noblesvilletrophies.com. And bringing you tonight's contest is Camino and Company. Camino and Company, they're located in downtown Noblesville, Indiana. They're right there on the square. Camino and Company is a mobile flower shop brought to you by local flower farmers and providers, small business partners, and the Camino and Company founders. Their mascot is a 1984 El Camino SS. That El Camino is owned by D.E. Witham. D.E. Witham is the grandfather of Carly Witham. I should say Carly Elbrad. She owns Camino and Company. The goal at Camino and Company is to please each customer from their concept to our completion. You can find them on the website. It's Camino-and-company.com. That's Camino-and-company.com. They are now booking 2024 rides. You can contact them via the website. And also, tonight's ball game is being brought to you by Lisa Stokes Bear. Lisa Stokes Bear, Century 21 Sheets Company. When you're thinking about residential or corporate relocations, you know, a perfect house can soon become a perfect home. And Lisa Stokes Bear would like nothing more than to utilize her 20-plus years of experience to help you begin that process. Yes, real estate reliability is something a professional real estate agents and or real estate broker strives for, such as Lisa Stokes Bear. Your happiness and her success are two of the same. For the real estate relationship with us and real estate IQ, contact Lisa Stokes Bear by cellular phone or by text message 317-513-4086. Again, her number is 317-513-4086. And tonight's ball game is being brought to you by AGM Auto. AGM Auto LLC. AGM Auto is located 1 mile west of Arcadia, Indiana, on 266th Street. That's in Hamilton County. The future of your vehicle is in good hands when you put your trust in the guys at AGM Auto. Technician. AGM wants you to be safe and to stay safe in your automobile. Second time of service over there. AGM is classic car and classic truck restoration. If you to Noblesville, Indiana. That's 46062. Just behind Pizza Hut. And right next, Old 32, that's Long State Road 32. This Jockey's, they provide setup services where you can turn your artwork into things like note cards, note pads, trips, and calendars. And it's never too early to think about personalized Christmas cards. They make booths and oversized printing also available. And also planning a wedding. They can help you with all your printing needs for your wedding. You can reach them. Discount County by phone. 317-773-8783. Again, their number is 317-773-8783. Or you can email them at discountcopies96@gmail.com. You're looking for a financial partner that's as community-minded as you are. Welcome to Encompass Credit Union, your Central Indiana's premier financial institution. At Encompass Credit Union, they believe in putting their customers first. Whether you're looking for the lower rates on loans or the higher rate on savings, or just a friendly face to help you with your financial needs, they've got you covered. Join them today and become a financial cooperative that truly cares. With branches in Tipton, Frankfort, and Kokomo, they are there to serve you and the community. Encompass Credit Union, where community comes full circle. Visit them at Encompass Credit Union on the web. That's encompasscu.org. Or visit them at any of the 3 convenient locations. And also bringing you tonight's contest is Dean's Auto Parts. Dean's Auto Parts, that's CarQuest Auto Parts. They're located at 1110 South Peru Street in Cicero, Indiana, 46034. They're located at the south edge of Cicero, right there off of State Road 19. They're at Cicero Town Plaza. They are team members of CarQuest Auto Parts in Cicero, and they are there to ensure you get the right parts the first time. You can reach them by phone at 317-984-4931. Again, their number is 317-984-4931. They are a locally owned automotive parts store that works to serve. That's Dean's Auto Parts, CarQuest Auto Parts in Cicero. Thinking about residential or corporate relocations, you know, a perfect house can soon become a perfect home. And Lisa Stokes Bear would like nothing more than to utilize her 20-plus years of experience to help you begin that process. Yes, real estate reliability is something a professional real estate agent and or real estate broker strives for, such as Lisa Stokes Bear. Your happiness and her success are two of the same. For the real estate lady with the high real estate IQ, contact Lisa Stokes Bear by cellular phone or by text message. Her number is 317-513-4086. Again, her number is 317-513-4086. That's Lisa Stokes Bear, Century 21 Sheets Company. And this game is also in part being brought to you by Camino and Company. Camino and Company, they're in downtown Noblesville, Indiana. You can find them on the web at Camino-and-company.com. Camino and Company is a mobile flower shop brought to you by local flower farmers and providers. small business partners, and the Camino and Company founders. Their mascot is a 1984 El Camino, which is owned by D.E. Whitman. He is the grandpa of Carly Elbrecht. Carly Elbrecht is the owner of Camino and Company, and the El Camino is NSS. Their goal at Camino and Company is to please each customer from their concept to our completion. Explore the website Camino-and-company.com. Camino and Company, they are now booking 2024 brides. Contact them via the website.
We are at halftime, 38 seconds left in the 15-minute intermission. I tell you what, it's raining now, but I tell you what, while the guys was in the locker room, it came down even harder than it was raining before the half ended. I mean, it was coming down cats and dogs, making serious noise on the top of this press box. And some people, cheerleaders included, stayed out in the rain. They are soaked. So we got rain falling, but it's minute in size of the drops of rain. And the clock is just emptied out. They're going to put 3 minutes back on the clock, let the guys get warmed up, let the guys get stretched out before second half. Blue Devils are not, I take that back. The Rensselaer Central Bombers are going to jog off back into the locker room. I think they might have had some lightning seen around the vicinity here. I know Corey Fernung just went over. He's walking across the field right now, him and Alec Weddle. Corey is the athletic director for the high school. Alec is assistant athletic director for the high school, and he is the athletic director for the middle school. So they're asking for 6 minutes to be put on the clock, I think. So they're stopping the clock at 2:42. And I think Alec was motioning 6 minutes. Coach Toll is back out to the surface. His players are still in their locker room. So we did have lightning sighted. So the public address is going to ask the fans to evacuate the bleachers for safety reasons. And they said it's a 15-minute space before they can be back on the field. And I thought it was 30. I'm not sure 15's totally right. I've seen a lightning delay before, a couple of them. I've seen one here at Tipton. They were playing Elwood that night. That was a 30 minutes per sighting for a delay. So they put 15 minutes on the clock. So they must be going with 15 now instead of 30, as long as another lightning bolt was not seen or sighted in the area. Folks that are trying to evacuate the bleacher area, it just can't happen real quick. These bleachers are wet. They are dangerous to walk on. And there's different age categories watching the game here. Got to be careful. So they're trying to make sure everybody's safe. And that's what's going on. 14:06 on the clock. And be nice if they play some music. That would probably get people by, but we'll see what they do. And we've got some more notes up here. We'll go ahead and mention a couple of items. We'll mention national rushing leaders. I got the guy in first place. He's the rushing leader. That's in the nation. I'll let you know. He's a senior. He wears number 2. He plays 3 sports, football, basketball, and baseball. His name is Alvin Henderson. Alvin Henderson is a senior, 5'11", 205. He's from Elba High School. That's in Alabama. We'll let you know he has carried the football 98 times for 1,297 yards. That's a 13.2 yards average per carry. Per game, He averages 324 yards, and I'll mention his longest carry, 57 yards. He has all four games, I should mention, were over 100 yards rushing, as you know, 324.3. And in those four games, he has 24 touchdowns on the ground. That's 6 a game average. He also is the national point leader with 150 points, and he is the national leader in touchdowns, as you know, 24. That is incredible. So we'll also let you know the national passing leader, the guy that's passed for the most yardage. He is a senior. He wears number 1 on his jersey. His name is Jordan Durham. Jordan Durham is 6'3", 215. Pretty good size for a quarterback. He's a senior. He's from Zarephath Academy. Zarephath Academy is in Jacksonville, Florida. He's played 5 games thus far on the season. He's completed 103. He's attempted 144 passes. In 5 games, he has thrown for 2,097 yards. His percentage of completion is 71.5. His average reception per pass reception is 20.4 yards. And yards per game passing through the air, 419.4. And touchdowns, he's thrown for 20 touchdowns in 5 games. And he's thrown just 1 interception. Wouldn't you like to be the guy that picked him off? But that is Jordan Durham, senior, out of Jacksonville, Florida. You'll probably hear that name again in the college ranks, maybe next year. We'll go ahead and remind you the Atlanta New Earth Festival, Atlanta, Indiana, is going to be happening next Saturday and next Sunday, September 28th and 29th. Saturday, their hours of operation will be 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sunday will be 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And you can enjoy free stage entertainment. They've got a free stage. They also have antique tractors on display. They have culinary delights. They have elephant ears, pumpkin rolls, barbecue, Mexican and Greek foods, and more. Fun to be had by all ages. Make it a family weekend for all to remember. Mark your calendars. September 28th and 29th, Atlanta, Indiana. The new Atlanta Earth Festival. If you want to call for information, 765-292-2626. Also, there in Atlanta, Indiana, there's a train shop. It's called Mr. Muffin's Trains. Mr. Muffin's Trains, they're on each side of the railroad track. They're on Main Street. The layout, if you check that out, that's right there by the Majors. Tony Majors grew up there, right there by his house. And it used to be Bruce's Market, back in the day. But now it's the layout, Mr. Muffin's Trains. You can find Stephen Nelson in there. And they do they have parts and trains that you can go online and purchase needed parts or buy trains. And Jeff, Stephen Nelson's son, he kind of heads that up. Stop by. Used to be Choo Choo Cafe right there on the edge at the other side of the railroad track. It's not that any longer, but I think they still have, they still do catering. Liz Nelson still does catering there. And they also have part of their train operation right beside it. So check them out. That's Mr. Muffin's Trains. If you're a kid or a kid at heart, you'll enjoy Mr. Muffin's Trains. You'll be amazed to walk into his different doors right there on Main Street. That's in Atlanta, Indiana. So I got another list here we'll mention. Top 10 quarterbacks nominated for the Hall of Fame. These are the top 10 quarterbacks that are nominated for next year's 2025 Hall of Fame, keep in mind they have to be out of the league at least 5 years to be nominated. Here they are at number one, Mark Bulger. He played a lot for the Rams. I saw him play live one time in St. Louis. Also, number two, Randall Cunningham. Randall Cunningham started out with the Philadelphia Eagles. He had a good portion of his career good at Minnesota with the Vikings. And after he retired, Randall Cunningham is now a minister, heads up his own church. That's pretty special. At number three, Jake Delhomme. Jake Delhomme, I think he was a Carolina Panther. Jake Delhomme is nominated. At number four, Doug Flutie. Doug Flutie played in the Canadian Football League. Then he dropped back and he went to the NFL. Doug Flutie, if you remember, Doug Flutie, when he played his final year with the New England Patriots, he hit a drop kick through the uprights. He's the last player in the NFL, the most recent player in the NFL to make a drop kick. That's unheard of in my lifetime. So Doug Flutie's number four. At number five is Rich Gannon. Rich Gannon, he played for the Vikings. He played for the Redskins for 1 year. He played for the Chiefs, I think 4 years. And then I think 4 or 5 years he played for the actual Oakland Raiders. And in 2002, he was deemed as the MVP of the league. So that's Rich Gannon. I hope he can make it. If he does, I'll be there in Canton. At number six, it's Jeff Garcia. Jeff Garcia played some good football for the San Francisco 49ers. He was an agile player. He played the game well. And number seven was Donovan McNabb. Donovan McNabb, he primarily played for the Philadelphia Eagles. Later in his career, he played for the Vikings. I know one time when he was in overtime with the Eagles, he had a difficult time knowing all the rules, and they didn't come to him naturally, and he had to ask some questions. But anyway, Donovan McNabb, pretty good ball player. He's nominated. He's number 7 on this list. At number 8, it is Eli Manning. Eli Manning, you know, he played for the Giants. Eli Manning, I tell you what, he made that catch at midfield. Actually, he threw the ball into midfield. It was caught off the helmet of the receiver, and that was the biggest play that helped them go on and win the Super Bowl. And Eli Manning, as you know, brother of Peyton Manning, and the uncle of Arch Manning, if you're not familiar. I think he's a senior this year. He's playing college football. And Arch Manning is the son of Cooper Manning. And if you remember, Cooper Manning, he got injured in football and couldn't play as long as Eli and Peyton. But Peyton, after he left Tennessee, the Volunteers, he chose number 18 to wear on his jersey because Cooper Manning wore that number. That's exactly why he didn't wear 16. So that is Eli Manning. Now you can see him on ESPN. I don't know, ESPN2 maybe, if you want to hear the Monday night game through them. And at number nine is Steve McNair. Steve McNair played for the Oilers. It might have been the Titans. Actually was the Titans. Oilers turned into the Titans. But Steve McNair, pretty athletic, incredibly athletic man. He's on the list here to be nominated for the 2005 quarterbacks here in Canton, Ohio. And at number 10, I know my wife will like this one, Tony Romo. Tony Romo, if you think about it, he played some good quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. He had trouble holding the kick, holding for a field goal or an extra point on that one down. It cost him a great dearly it cost him. But Tony Romo, you know, you can hear him with Jim Nance on the game of the week. I think CBS, game of the week every Sunday. And Tony Romo knows quite a bit He just tries to guess too many plays in advance on live microphone. So that's the top 10 that I have wrote down here. 2025 quarterbacks nominated for the Hall of Fame. So I look out, the rain has stopped. Rain has stopped. I tell you what, if we didn't have synthetic field turf here at Tipton High School, this would be a mud bowl right now. But that rain went through the pellets, the tire pellets, on through to the gravel, and it soaked it right up. So they're trying to get through the lightning delay at the moment. Blue Devils back out on the surface, 2:15 on the clock. Bombers waiting to get the okay. They'll probably be out here in just a moment. So getting ready for second half. Going to end up being about a 25-minute halftime here at Tipton High School. Tipton Blue Devils, Rensselaer Central Bombers. We're at halftime. 1:48 on the game clock. Halftime intermission. Blue Devils in front, 14-0. Blue Devils going to get loose right there on the surface. Get their legs stretched out. Quinn Toll going to throw some passes with Dallas Capshaw and Landon Cunning. I should say Landon Spidell. Landon Spidell, he's 6'2", 185. Probably one of the most athletic young men in Tipton High School. He plays basketball. He comes in off the bench a year ago. Started a few games. He probably starting this year. And looking forward to Blue Devil basketball. We hope you'll tune in. So they're getting ready for second half right here. And yes, those Indianapolis Colts will be in action on Sunday, 1 o'clock, Chicago Bears. About a 3-hour trip down 65 to play the Indianapolis Colts. So we'll see how that works out. So not quite sure, but I'm probably going to see two quarterbacks with a tremendous athletic ability. Williams and Richardson. Richardson's second year, if you want to call it that. Richardson has not played a full season a year ago, and he's played 2 games thus far this year. And I was listening to NFL radio, and they said that if a team starts out the season 0-2, it's about a 13% chance that they'll make the playoffs. If they start out the season 0-3, it's about a 2.5% chance that they'll make the playoffs. So Colts need to put some wins together. We'll hope that they can. Hopefully get Josh Downs catching some passes. I do feel bad for the San Francisco 49ers. Christian McCaffrey has not played it down yet. He's missed the first 2 games. I think he's on IR now. And the IR means that he's going to set out 4 games, so 4 more. So Christian McCaffrey, I tell you what, his dad, Ed McCaffrey, played tight end for the Broncos. I listen to NFL radio, and they've got different guys that team up for about 3-hour increments to talk about football. And Ed McCaffrey is one of my favorite guys to listen to. I mean, that guy knows everything. For a tight end, he could probably be a general manager. He is sharp. Ed McCaffrey. I think he wore number 87. 87 for the Broncos, tight end. And what a guy. So we'll hope that Christian McCaffrey can get playing again. They say he's the best running back in the league, but he's not real big, and he absorbs some incredible hits. And he gets in the weight room, but I tell you what, those NFL players, man, they hit. They hit hard. I wouldn't want to be 10 feet away from one of them guys that's going to hit me. So they're stretching out right there, 1:03. They put 3 minutes back on the clock. Rensselaer Bombers are stretching out. They're setting down, stretching their legs, their quads, their hamstrings, and they're getting ready for second half action. So, pretty good group of people on hand. I will mention the stands are not as full as they were when they adjourned here just a little bit ago because of the lightning. But maybe they're going home. Maybe they're going to listen to Put Me in Sports. We'll hope that Michelle Garman is able to listen. We'll hope my wife linked up with her. Michelle Garman, a little bit under the weather tonight. She's at home. I saw she texted me. I don't know when, but I don't have time to check texts till halftime. And I can only check text then because the advertising spots are recorded and played off a microphone. It frees me up about 15 minutes to take a breather and check messages. So the clock just emptied out. You can hear the whistle, maybe. And I'm still playing some music here. So football on a Friday evening. The Devils are going to receive the kickoff. Rensselaer Central Bombers. Going to kick off. Going to kick off from the middle of the field. And again, it's going to be number 10, sophomore John Yalali, 6 foot, 170. He kicks off. His average is 43.4. His longest kickoff, 52 yards. This is going to be his 9th kick of the season. We're in game 5. So there's the whistle, soccer style, 7 yards deep. Here's the boot. Pretty good boot, low elevation. We'll be taking it to 16. Blue Devils, Dallas Capshaw. They'll bring it back out to the middle field. They're trying to get loose. They get across the 30. We're about the 32-yard line. Dallas Capshaw, he's athletic as I couldn't even begin to tell you how athletic he is. But I'm going to tell you what, the guy plays to win. Dallas Capshaw going to enter the huddle. So Blue Devils, 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line to the line of scrimmage. Jack Roach going to line up right side as a tackle. Going to work right there. Jack Roach, 6'4", 270. Shotgun, Quinn Toll. See him in the backfield, Calvin Condon. He'll take the handoff. He'll go right side. He'll go off the 6 hole, and he'll get out across the 40-yard line to the 42-yard line. It is going to be a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd down, 2. They'll spot the ball. They'll take that back. They're going to put it at the 41. 41-yard line from the right hash. Blue Devils, 2nd down and 2. So they're going to line up with a slot left side. Dallas Capshaw in the slot. Split out wide left is Oliver Conaway. Tight end left, tight end right. Ridgeway and Aller. Handoff. See him in the backfield. Going to be caught in the backfield. Loss on the play. Calvin Condon going to be caught in the backfield. And then they're going to be tackled down by 87. Caden Doyle. Caden Doyle. Tell you what, he's 6'1", 215. I think that's not quite the weight he looks like from here. He looks like about 250. But he made the play right there. The right defensive end on Calvin Condon. Shotgun, slot left, slot right, shotgun, Quinn Toll. He'll drop the throw. 3rd down, 5. Pass play. Down the middle, Dallas Capshaw couldn't bring it in. The defensive back. That was Reyes, the senior. He's a safety playing center field. Defensive effort right there by Reyes. Knocked the ball free. Dallas Capshaw would have been in the end zone. So Diego, Hernandez, Reyes deep to receive this punt from Nathan Hawkins. So there's a snap, going to be a flag. It's going to be an illegal procedure probably. Going to kick it to the left side. Caught at the 29 and he tackled out of bounds. And the ball carrier was Landon Mush. Landon Mush, and it's going to be, he's 6'2", 190. Landon Mush. Flag on the play. So I'm going to say illegal procedure at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to accept the penalty, make the Blue Devils punt it again. So I believe that's what they're going to do. It's 4th and 5. It's going to become 4th, and they're going to they're going to decline the penalty. I'm not sure here. There's a double check here. I think they're mixed up a bit. Illegal procedure against the Blue Devils declined by the Bombers. So they'll take the ball where it came down, and they'll mark off 5 yards. I believe so, on the run back. Take that back. They're going to leave it right there. Ball's at the 37 of Rensselaer. 10:24. I'm not quite sure about that. So ball's at the 37. 14-0 contest. Blue Devils in front. Went to halftime 14-0. Shotgun. Going to hand it up the middle. Reyes. Hernandez Reyes. You can hear some helmets popping there. He gets it out to the 39.5-yard line. Reyes, gain of 3. It's going to be 2nd down and 7. So in the huddle, calling the huddle again is number 51, Cole Hussey. Cole Hussey went out late in last week's game. I think Slade Springer called the huddle. So the line of scrimmage. Bombers. Working right there at the 40. Shotgun snap. Inside play. They're going to give it to the wingback. You're going to be caught in the backfield. No gain. And Joe Bautaw, the freshman, makes the play. You're going to be a loss on the play. Ball carrier on the play was Carter Ogborn. Ogborn is a junior class member. Ogborn, as mentioned, entered the game with 36 carries, 244 yards, 6.8 per carry. 61 per game average for Ogborn. Lines up in a right halfback and left. Shotgun. Going to get the ball again. Going to fake it to him. They're going to work it inside on the shovel pass. They'll get it in. It's going to be Carter working right there. That's Landon Mush. And he's going to get the first down. They tried the halfback reverse. Faked it to Ogborn. Pitched it forward to Mush. That's Landon Mush, sophomore, 6'2", 190. Got the first down. Just enough. Ball spotted out to the 47-yard line. Bomber territory. The ball is on the logo at midfield. 1st and 10 Bombers. 8:37 on the game clock. 3rd quarter. No rain falling now. None whatsoever. Shotgun. Hand off. The backfield. The Blue Devils stop him in the backfield. It's Cole Hussey. And Reyes had nowhere to go. Oliver Conaway was about ready to hit him. And Reyes ducked and hit the deck. So loss on the play. 2nd down, 14. So 2nd and 14 for the Bombers. Going to call the huddle. Break huddle. Clock moving, 7:52. 3rd quarter, play clock's at 5. To the line of scrimmage. Shotgun. And working back around inside trap play, reverse. On the carry there is Carter Ogborn. Ogborn trying to break contain. He did. He's going to pick up about 7, maybe 8 yards on the carry. He'll take it across the 50-yard line. He'll just get the ball into Tipton territory at the Tipton 49-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down, 6 for the Bombers. So 49-yard line, left hash. Bombers adjourn huddle. 7 minutes, 10 seconds left, 3rd quarter. Bombers trying to put a drive together, trying to pull this game to within 1 score. Going to work a pitch, right side. Reyes tripped up, and he can't get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll be about half a yard shy. To the 50-yard line, Calvin Condon in on the tackle. Also, Landon Spidell in on the tackle. Just short of the 50-yard line. They're going to send out their punting unit. John Yalali going to do the punting. He's a sophomore punter, sophomore kicker. John Lawley He also plays tight end on offense. He'll get a good snap. He'll boot it out of there skyward. High elevation, picked up at the 23 by Dallas Capshaw. He's on his way back up the middle. Capshaw going to get out to the 43-yard line. 20-yard return for Dallas Capshaw. And Capshaw is going to stay in on offense. So the Blue Devils going to take over at their own 43-yard line. 6:16 left here in the third quarter. Blue Devils in front, 14-0 over the Rensselaer Central Bombers. This is a Hoosier Conference small school division ball game. First for both teams. Ridgeway lines up tight end right. Going to hand the ball off, see him in the backfield, Calvin Condon. He'll try to get to the 45. He'll work through that, and it'll get out to the 48-yard line. Going to pick up 5. It's going to bring up a second down and 5 for the Blue Devils as they place the ball middle of the field right there on the Blue Devil logo. So Quinn Toll back into the huddle, jogs in from the sideline, distributes the play to the teammates. To the line of scrimmage. Shotgun, Quinn Toll trips to the right. Tight end left is Ridgeway. Tight end right. Going to work it back around. No tight end going to pass in the flat. Going to screen play, bubble screen. And Capshaw couldn't get much. Did all he could to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll keep the clock moving. He's tackled in bounds. Third down, 5. No gain. It's 3rd and 5 for the Blue Devils. Ball's just outside the Blue Devil 48-yard line. Spot this one at the right hash. The break huddle. Going to line up trips to the left. Dakota Garment, Isaiah Mahaney, Oliver Conaway. Split out wide right is Dallas Capshaw. Take the pass. Pass play across the middle. Tripped up, picked it, pulled it back out of the air. It's going to be a first down. Oliver Conaway, little slant pattern across the middle. Nice touch. Nice good spiral from Quinn Toll off the hands, off the fingertips momentarily. And Conaway picks it back up out of the air prior to taking a hit. Double coverage right there. First down, Blue Devils. Ball moves into Bomber territory at the Bomber 42-yard line. 1st and 10, Blue Devils. Ball's just inside the right hash. Line-up split, right side. Oliver Conaway. Left side is pass play, a little bit tall. Trying to find Oliver Conaway. Slipped off the hand of Quinn Toll. He knew it when he threw it. He'll dry those hands off. So what, the surface is probably wet. It's probably just damp. I imagine every square inch of this field is damp. But the rain falls right through. So what, that's why you can play baseball in the rain. I wouldn't want to pitch in the rain, but they do play it in the rain. Cascade has a nice field for baseball. Shotgun, Quinn Toll gives a handoff off to Calvin Condon. He'll take it to the 40 of Rensselaer Central. They'll spot it there. And that's going to be bring up a 3rd down 7. 3rd down, they're calling it 8. 3rd and 8 on the scoreboard. Clock moving, 3:52. Late start here tonight, Eastern time. It's 10:09. This game started at 8:30 Eastern time. Started at 7:30 back at Rensselaer. About a 90-mile travel from Tipton to Rensselaer. Shotgun, Quinn Toll, slide left, in motion, left to right, going to give him the football. Jet sweep to Mahaney. Mahaney cuts it up, 6-hole. Flag comes in. Flag comes in from the east line judge. Going to be a questionable call here. Could go either way from where that flag was thrown. They're going to say a holding against the Blue Devils. So the Blue Devils are going to nullify a good run by Isaiah Mahaney. He's a junior. Couldn't play last year. Blue Devils missed him terribly. But he's played this year. Played gangbusters. Isaiah Mahaney. We'll mention in the passing game, Mahaney 8 catches for 75 yards. 9.4 catches or 9.4 yards per catch. His longest pass play, 15 yards. Slot left, split right, shotgun, dropping the throw. Dropping the throw, Quintal lets one go. Little wobbler picked up by Dallas Capshaw. He'll catch it, try to get yards after the catch. 3 Bombers were right there. Capshaw makes the reception. In on the tackle was Reyes. Reyes was there, and also Tayson Shanley. Tayson Shanley, inside linebacker. Shotgun, under center, 242. Slot left, split right. The back up in a shotgun formation. Single man in the backfield, Calvin Condon. Slot left, Dallas Capshaw. Also, 14, Dakota Garman. And they're going to jump off sides. They were trying to get the Bombers to jump off sides. And senior 87, Caden Doyle, accommodated at that right defensive end position, jumped off sides. So the Blue Devils get a first down by penalty. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line. Bomber territory. Clock moving. 2:25. Play clock's at 34. To the line of scrimmage, left hash. Shotgun. Quintal, slot right. In the slot is Dallas Capshaw. Slot left. In the slot is Mahaney. Mahaney going to go in motion again. Left to right. Fake the jet sweep. Pass play over the middle. Long pass. Looking for Landon. No, it's Dakota Garman. Couldn't bring it in. Double coverage. Good coverage there. And a good ball. Threw it about 7 yards deep. So what, that is about a 52, 53-yard launch from the right hand of Quintal. That's a pretty good launch. Freshman athlete. So what, when you're playing in a middle school, you usually have a smaller football. You have the right to play with a J5V as a high schooler would play with, or they have a smaller size or an intermediate size. But Quintal just launched a J5V over 50 yards. Shotgun, Quintal, pass play. Right flat, Isaiah Mahaney makes the catch. Jukes a would-be tackler. He'll dive it forward inside the 30. Isaiah Mahaney is going to take the ball to the 29-yard line of Rensselaer. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down 6 for the Blue Devils. Ball spotted at the Rensselaer Central 29-yard line. Spotted at the right hash. So clock moving, 1:33. 14-6 contest. Blue Devils trying to make it a larger score. Ball's at the 29. 3rd and 7. Shotgun. Taken. Dropping the throw. He'll step up in the pocket. Pass play over the middle. Trying to find Dallas Capshaw. A little bit tall. Pretty good pass, I should say. Had pretty good spiral. Pretty good spot. But just outside the fingertips of Dallas Capshaw. So incomplete pass. Stops the clock at 1:16. 4th down 7. Blue Devils going to go for it. 29-yard line of Rensselaer Central. Ball spotted again at the right hash. So we'll see. Passing play, running play. No, I don't know. Here we go. Calvin Condon. Single man in the backfield. Shotgun, Quintal. Trips to the left. Split out wide right, short side of the field, Dallas Capshaw. Going to fake the handoff to Capshaw. I'll take the handoff to Condon. Pass play in the left flat. Over the head and through the fingertips of Oliver Conaway. Trying to run the bubble screen left side with 3 blockers. But the ball goes incomplete. Ball's going to go over on downs to Rensselaer Central. So they respotted at the 29 of Rensselaer Central territory. 1st and 10. 1 minute, 12 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. No scoring in the 3rd quarter as of yet. With the halftime 14-0 Blue Devils. The dive play, right side. Hernandez Reyes, the ball carrier. He's going to get a gain of nothing and to get back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring up a 2nd down 10. Inside a minute, clock moving. 57 seconds left. Play clock is at 28 seconds. 29-yard line, middle of the field. Bombers break huddle in unison. Shotgun quarterback is Beck Drone. Beck Drone, sophomore. He'll call for the snap. The handoff to go inside trap play. It'll be Ogborn. Ogborn is stopped. Couldn't break contain. Didn't get around the left end. And he's tackled by the Blue Devils. So Blue Devils going to send them back a little bit to the 26. Loss of 3. Third down, 13. So clock moving, 14 seconds. Likely they're going to let this clock empty out. 9 seconds. Field umpire is going to pick up the football here in a moment. And both teams are going to make their way to the sideline. Here's the whistle. So third quarter is complete. No scoring in the third quarter. Bombers are going to have the ball 3rd and 13 at their own 26 after this quarter timeout. And I will remind you that tonight's ball game is in part being brought to you by Hope Jewelers. Hope Jewelers, they're in Tipton. Precious times are made for precious moments. And Hope Jewelers are there to meet your every special need in the field of diamonds, gold and silver, etc. Stop in and visit Hope Jewelers in downtown Tipton. Next to the Diana Theater, they're at 135 East Jefferson Street, Tipton, Indiana, 46072. You can reach them by phone at 765-675-9720. Again, 765-675-9720. Hope Jewelers, they're open daily, Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. They're open on Saturday, 9:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's Hope Jewelers in downtown Tipton. So they invert the field and put the ball at the 26-yard line. Ball's at the left hash. Bombers are going to go from my right to my left. They'll go toward the scoreboard, towards the north end of the field. So the Bombers still on the sideline. Whistle blows. They'll run right out. They'll go to the line of scrimmage. 12 minutes on the game clock, fourth quarter. Tipton High School. Tipton next week will have Heritage. The Heritage Patriots will be here at Tipton next Friday night. So line up in a shotgun. Beck Drone, 2 in the backfield. Slot right, split left from the 26. Calling the cadence, Beck Drone. He'll drop to throw. Drop about 3 steps, he'll roll right. Looking to get rid of it, he does. Low pass. Not going to be caught. Try to get that pass to sophomore athlete Landon Mush. It's going to bring up a second. Let's check that back. It's going to bring up a 4th down, 13. And as Coach Meeks let us know in pregame, let us know that Beck Drone is a JV quarterback. They moved him up. So he's playing the JV quarterback position as a varsity quarterback. He's going to get better, no question. Line up in a punt formation. Again, comes the boot from Yali. Spiraling kick. Going to be muffed. Couldn't pick it up. The ball's loose, and he finally falls on it. Mahaney. That was a spiraling kick. I tell you what, he averages 38 yards a kick per punt, I should say. And Mahaney did all he could. He muffed it, dropped it. It fell behind him. He finally got it in his midst, and he almost gave up the football. But they got it. Blue Devils are going to have it 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. So they break huddle. Change of possession. Clock is stopped at 11:43. Shotgun quarterback, Quintoll. Tight end moves left side. It's Zach Ridgway. Single man in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Calvin Condit. To get it across the 40. They'll take him to the 42-yard line. Calvin Condit will pick up about 8 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 2. So ball spotted just inside the right hash. Going to call it 2nd and 1. So Condit picks up 9 on the carry. He's going to jog off a bit gingerly right there. We'll talk with his dad, Dr. Condit. Dr. Condit making a lot of folks happy with their knees, shoulders, and whatnot. So, shotgun, Quintal, handoff, right to left, Slade Springer. Springer going to get a minimal gain, but enough to move the chains. About a yard and a half. He needed a yard. Slade Springer picks up the first down. Blue Devils move the chains. Ball's at the 44-yard line. Middle of the field, Tipton territory. We're in the fourth quarter. It's 14-0. Blue Devils went to halftime 14-0 over the Bombers, and that's where we're still at. Fourth quarter, 10:30 left, clock moving. Slot right, slot left. Shotgun quarterback, Slade Springer in the backfield. Calling the cadence. Motion away, Mahaney. Get the fake, he'll give it to Springer. He's caught behind the line of scrimmage. Going to be a loss on the play. Loss of 5. Kind of a slow, drawn-out type of play there. Let him catch him back at the 39-yard line. Second down, 15 for the Blue Devils. So just inside the left hash, ball spotted, 39-yard line. Blue Devils territory. Clock moving, 9:50 left. We're in the fourth quarter. Blue Devils in front, 14-0. Slot right, slot left. Springer still in the backfield. Shotgun quarterback. Snap taken, drops 2 steps, steps up in the pocket. Quintal tucks it away. He'll get back to within inside the original sticks, but just barely. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. And then Quintal picks up what he can. Gets back to manageable distance here. Maybe a pass play. We'll see. Ball's at the 45-yard line, Tipton territory. 3rd down, 9. Blue Devils send 3 receivers to the right. That's Mahaney, Garman, Conaway. Left side is Dallas Capshaw. Dropping the throw out of the shotgun. Stepping up in the pocket. He's going to tuck it away. He's going to get what he can. Quintal is going to pick up a first down. He ran the ball forward. He ducked that helmet. He got the first down. Got to be careful. Got to be careful. Got to know when to say when. Quintal picks up a first down. Ball moves in to Bomber territory. 44-yard line from the left hash. The Blue Devils on a drive. Trying to use some clock, even if they don't get it in the end zone. So 44-yard line. Slot, should say trips to the right. Split left. Single man in the backfield. Springer. Shotgun quarterback. Quintal. He'll pass. Right side. Bubble screen. Mahaney. Mahaney inside the 40. He'll get down to the 38-yard line. So Mahaney going to pick up good yardage there. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 4. So the ball resting, the right hash at the Rensselaer Central 38-yard line. Blue Devils call the play. Adjourn huddle. Clock moving, 7:50 left. Fourth quarter, Blue Devils in front, 14-0 over the Bombers. Calvin Condit in the backfield. Trips left, split out wide right, pass play. Looking left, across the middle. A little bit behind in the low pass. Intended receiver was Dakota Garman. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. So 3rd and 4, Jaron Aller re-enters the ball game. Blue Devils going to go with a double tight end. Zach Ridgway also in the huddle. They'll break huddle right there in unison. Shotgun quarterback Quintal. Calvin Condit in the backfield. Slot left. Double tight end. There's a snap. They're going to give it to Condit. He'll go outside. He'll cut it outside. Condit going to break free, and you might have a first down. Condit broke a tackle. And a couple of guys couldn't bring him down. They finally do at the 34-yard line. And they're going to look at this, and it's close, but they're going to signal first down. Blue Devils, because of the true lines on this synthetic field turf. So ball moves to the 34-yard line of Rensselaer Central. Clock moving, 7:08 left. Fourth quarter. So they'll use a shotgun. Once again, trips to the right. Split out wide left. So they're using music here, and it's totally uncalled for. Rensselaer Central's trying to get back in the game. So they're working back behind the line of scrimmage, and Calvin Conley gets the handoff. He tries to scoot forward to get back to the line of scrimmage. Almost did. He was 5 yards lost there, and he skimmied on the ground to end up losing one. It's going to be 2nd down and 11. 6:32 on the game clock. Clock moving. Play clock began at 25. Looking from the huddle there, the break huddle in unison. 6:20. Game clock moving. Shotgun formation. Quinn, Toll. Trips to the right. They'll pitch it right. Lost the handle. Calvin Condit dropped the pitch. The pitch was out in front of him. He's wearing those gloves. You know those gloves are probably wet or at least damp because of the surface. You know what? Gloves on a rainy day. Man, I think that's tough to go by. So they'll respot it at the 38-yard line. 3rd down 14 for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils likely going to pass. We'll see. So double slot, left side. Wide right is Dallas Capshaw. Dropping the throw out of shotgun. Pass play over the middle. Long pass. It's going to be intercepted by Reyes. Hernando Reyes picks it up at the 10. He's on his way back. He's out to the 30. He's going to get forward progress, probably there to the 29. Jack Roach was in on the tackle, and Dakota Garman. That was a lofty pass, and it's intercepted. And Quinn Toll throws his first interception of the season. He's a freshman. He's thrown 2 touchdown passes in this game. He threw 2 last week to Dallas Capshaw in the back right corner, should be the left corner of the end zone. Quinn Toll is on the way. Shotgun. Beck drone. Take the handoff. He's going to roll right, looking to throw. Steps back up in the pocket. Pass play, nearly intercepted. It's tipped off the hands of 20, Isaiah Mahaney. It picked up out of the air by Reyes. And then a fumble occurs inside the 40. Inside the 40 of Tipton. Ball's dropped. And the Blue Devils pick it up off the surface. And that was a different type of play. It was caught. Actually, it was tipped. Was going to be intercepted by Mahaney. Tipped off of his hands. Picked up out of the air by Rensselaer Central. Diego Hernandez Reyes. Reyes ran forward. Lost the handle of the football. Fumble. And then the Blue Devils pick it up. So walking off the surface right now is Oliver Conaway. Oliver Conaway being looked at right there. Coach Toll checked on him. Dr. Condit checking on him now. So ball spotted at the 38-yard line. Blue Devils get the football. So Blue Devils to the huddle. Quinn Toll. 5:09. Going to work it right there. 1st and 10, Blue Devils. 5:09 left, 14-0. Blue Devils in front. Split wide right, Landon Spidell. In the slot, Dallas Capshaw. Double side in. They'll hand off left to right. Calvin Condit. Condit going to take the ball across the 40 to the 41-yard line. They'll pick up 3. It's going to bring up a 2nd down 7 for the Blue Devils. Ball's at the right hash. So Slade Springer back in the ball game. Calvin Condit going to take a breather. 4:45 on the game clock. 4th quarter. Play clock is at 15. Quinn Toll going to have to hustle up here. Tells the play to the huddle. They adjourn 10 seconds. Blue Devils to the line of scrimmage. Going to line up, slot left. Ridgeway is covered up, I think. They're going to hand off. Slade Springer. They go right to left. They're trying to go the 5-hole. It'll be picked up behind the line of scrimmage. There'll be a loss of a couple. It's going to be 3rd down and 9 for the Blue Devils. 4:08, clock moving. Blue Devils trying to pick up a first down. A first down right here might seal the deal. We'll see. They need 9, and so they're going to mark it at 3rd and 8. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line of Tipton, right in the middle of the field, right there at the X, where the kickers sometimes kick off from. So they're going to call a timeout, let the clock go down to 1. Blue Devils call a timeout, stop the clock at 3:41. So they took what they could off of the game clock, and they're going to call a timeout now. Let's see if I can read these. I did write down high school national rankings. National rankings for this week. These were updated on the 16th of September, 24. At number 1, it's Mater Dei, Santa Ana, California. They're 3-0. Number 2, it's St. John Bosco, California. They're 4-0. Number 3, Milton High School out of Georgia. They're 4-0. Number 4 is Duncansville High School, Texas, 2-0. Number 5 is Bishop Gorman, Las Vegas. They're always in the rankings. That's out of Nevada. They're 3-1. Number 6 is IMG Academy, Bradenton, Florida. Kevin Wright, son of Bud Wright, coached there several years. Tremendous coach, Kevin Wright. Bradenton, Florida, they're 3-1. At number 7, Carrollton High School, Georgia, 5-0. Number 8, North Shore High School out of Houston, Texas, 3-0. Number 9 is St. Thomas Aquinas, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 3-1. And number 10 is Mission Vigo High School, that's in California. They're 4-0. There's the whistle. Shotgun formation. Blue Devils, and the rain is falling again. It's a light rain, but the whole bunch. Look out there, Quinn. Look out. That's a hip tackle. Thought that was a hip tackle. They're not going to throw a flag, but timeout called by the Bombers. Quinn Toll going to be sacked in the backfield. That's from the blind side. So timeout called. Credit that sack, number 87. Caden Doyle, 6'1", 215. Caught him in the backfield. Loss on the play. Going to be 4th and 15 for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils going to punt the ball away. Rensselaer Central Bombers call a timeout. I think they have maybe 2 left here in the second half. 3:33 left here in the fourth quarter. It's 14-0. Blue Devils in front. And 2 touchdown passes, one to Dallas Capshaw. He caught it outside the 10, ran into the pylon, left corner. And 1 touchdown pass caught by Dakota Garman about 7 yards deep in the end zone. Quinn Toll with a couple of tosses. 4th down, 15. Blue Devils in punt formation. Nathan Hawkins is going to line up about 12 yards deep. Calling for the snap. It's a good snap. There's the boot. Line drive. I think that can be high spiral. It's going to bounce. It's going to bounce favorably, barely, for a couple of yards for Tipton. And Isaiah Mahaney going to down the football at the Bombers' 32-yard line. So Bombers have 68 yards to travel for their first score. And we'll likely see an onside kick should that happen. So Coach Chris Meeks working in year number 26. Chris Meeks has a state title under his belt, went 15-0. 15 wins, no losses. Beat Central Catholic in semi-state on a sub-zero night to go to the final game. Shotgun, dropping the throw, screen play, over the middle, caught. Make that catch, Carter Ogborn. Screen play, picked up a few. Might have got 4 yards on the play. Clock still moving. 3:08. Ball spotted out to the 41-yard line. 2nd down, 6 on the scoreboard. To the line of scrimmage, shotgun. Split out wide left is Landon Moose. Shotgun, 2 in the backfield. Calling the cadence. Here comes near motion. They're going to give the ball off. Near motion, trying to break contain. Springer trying to get him. He's going to go out of bounds. Isaiah Mahaney going to tackle him out of bounds. Going to pick up a first down. And well done, Kason Shanley right there. Shanley, 5'11", 160. He's a senior on the jet sweep. The ball is at midfield, nosed up to the 50-yard line from the left hash. 2:43 left, clock stop for the out-of-bounds run by Shanley. Going to line up slot right, split left. 2 in the backfield, Cole McCabe, sophomore quarterback. Beck drone, dropping the throw out of the shotgun. Pass play over the middle, caught. Right there defensively was Dallas Capshaw. And Mush makes the reception. And they're going to, that could be a first down. And it should maybe ought to be. They're going to call it second and less than 1. I'm not sure. And they're killing some clock here. 2:17 clock is moving. Shotgun quarterback dropping the throw is Drone. Looking left side, going to float one up. Trying to find Mush again. Working right there. Couldn't get it to him. Ball goes incomplete. Stops the clock at 2:09. 2 minutes, 9 seconds left. We're in the fourth quarter. Bombers have the ball at the Blue Devil 40-yard line from the left hash. 3rd down and less than 1. So to drop shotgun formation, 2 in the backfield. Mush is to the left side, split out, slot right. They hand off to Reyes. He's got more than a first down. Plenty of yards there on the first down and pick up 4. Dive play in a hurry. They're going to roll the clock at 2:01. Clock still moving. 1st and 10. Ball's at the 37 of Tipton. Middle of the field. 2 in the backfield along with short shotgun quarterback. Drone's going to roll right to throw. He'll loft one in. It's caught. Brought out of the air. Nice play right there. Probably the best catch of the ball game right there by Shanley. So Shanley makes the reception. Picks up a first down. He gets out of bounds. Stops the clock at 1:44. Ball's at the 24-yard line of Tipton from the right hash. So they're going to line up and split left. Should say slot left, split right. 2 in the backfield. It's going to be a quarterback sack. Coming off the edge right there. Unblocked was Calvin Condit. And right now he makes the quarterback sack. Nowhere to go for Beck Drone. 2:40 left. Rensselaer Central calls the timeout. I think that is their second timeout. And we'll mention Rensselaer Central next week are going to be on the road at Lafayette Central Catholic Knights. That'll be another conference game in the small school division. As mentioned, Central Catholic, at the moment, they're ranked at number 1 in Class 2A. Central Catholic have an enrollment of about 296. 296 means that if you're going to have a sport, I mean, if you're going to play sports at that school, each student pretty much has to play at least 2 sports, some of them 3, to fulfill the different sports, JV, freshman, and varsity. You got to play the game to make that happen over there. So they're going to line the ball up. They put it back at the 32-yard line, right hash. Both teams are ready to go. There's the whistle. Play clock started at 25. 1:40 on the game clock. Double 2 in the backfield. Shotgun. Dropping the throw is Drone. Looking left. He's going to roll left. He's going to let one go. Long pass. It's going to be tipped and almost caught by the Blue Devils. It was a wobbly pass. Looked a little bit probably Peyton Manning-esque. Isaiah Mahaney couldn't bring it in. There's a flag on the play. Flag back at the 36-yard line of Tipton. Umpire's going to let the press box know right now with his signal. So probably in the neighborhood of a hold, and it is. Holding is the call. They'll back up the Bombers. Back to the Blue Devils' 42-yard line. from the right hash. 1 minute, 31 seconds left. Blue Devils in front, 14-0. They were both all 14 points in the first half. Severe rain at halftime. I'm glad they weren't playing at halftime. It's raining now, but they are minute drops, but there's a billion of them. Shotgun, motion away. Going to be a flag, going to be 3 flags in unison. It's going to be illegal procedure. So somebody moved early. We're going to back it up 5 more to the 47-yard line. So the Bombers going to have it. Second down. They're calling it 23. It is second down 23 from the Tipton Blue Devil 47. Ball's at the right hash. So 131 left. Bombers going to line up with a slot left side. It's slot right. Single man in the backfield. Shotgun quarterback. Beck drone. He'll drop to throw. Screen play again. It's caught in Blue Devil territory. They'll take it down inside the 35 to near the 32. That was Hernandez Reyes on a center screen. And moving, got about half of that back, maybe a little less than half. 1:23 left. And the Blue Devils, actually the Bombers, called their final timeout. They stopped the clock with 1:23 left. 1:23 left here in the fourth quarter. And the Blue Devils defensively talking it up on the sideline. And the Bombers doing just the same. So we do thank you for tuning in. We thank our support sponsors for making this broadcast possible. It does require some monetary involvement, and we are thankful that Blue Devil community would step up and help out the Blue Devils football team. And I will let you know that basketball coming up not too far away will also be covered by Blue Devil football. We appreciate that. And we hope you'll listen to Blue Devil basketball. So 2 whistles, going to pull the guys back out to the surface. They'll line up at the line of scrimmage. Ball is in the middle of the field at the Blue Devil 32-yard line. 1:23 left. 14-0 contest. Bombers trying to put it in the end zone. Probably going to be a pass play. We'll see. Shotgun quarterback dropping the throw. Beck drone. Going to roll left. Looking to release it. Did not. Going to take the brunt of the hit. He'll get back just to the line of scrimmage. Clock is going to move. We believe so. Don't know why the clock is stopped at 1:14, but they stopped the clock there for a minute, and the clock's going to run because the Bombers are out of timeouts. So ball spotted at the 32-yard line, just inside the left hash. Two backs in the backfield along with Beck Drone, sophomore quarterback. He'll drop to throw out of the shotgun. You're going to look down the field. You're going to let one go. Pass play going to be intercepted. Dallas Capshaw picks up the interception. He'll take it back to the 50. He'll get down on the surface, and Capshaw going to pick it off in a 35-yard return for the athlete, Dallas Capshaw. So 46.1 left. Blue Devils. So they're signaling in what the clock should be. They're trying to let the press box know. So they're saying 38 seconds. Not quite sure. But the Blue Devils are going to have a kneel down. Blue Devils are going to be in a Tony Dungy victory formation. So they got 3.8 up there. They need 38. I don't know if they know it yet, but it's 3.8. It's going to empty out. And there we go. 38 seconds. Ball spotted, nosed up to the 50-yard line. Quintoll is under center. Going to take the snap, and he's going to take a kneel down. That'll roll the clock, and they're going to put the clock is going to be upside down. That's going to complete the ball game. The clock is going to empty out. They put the play clock at 40. The game clock was at 38. And the Blue Devils are going to walk across the field, shake hands with the Bombers. Pretty late game, 10:45 here in Tipton, Eastern time zone. 9:45 for the Bombers. They're going to get back about midnight. They said it was about a 2-hour trip for those 90 miles, taking a school bus. We do thank both coaches. We thank Mr. Chris Meeks for speaking with Put Me in Sports before the game. What a quality guy, Chris Meeks. 26 year to coach at Rensselaer Central. He graduated there in '84. Also, Coach Toll, Coach Aaron Toll. Coach Aaron Toll was thankful to talk with him. Coach Toll, who mentioned working in his 20th year here at Tipton High School as a head varsity football coach. He runs the program, and we'll also mention he's a 1990 graduate from Tipton High School. And we do thank you for tuning in. We'll hope you'll tune in next week. Right now, the game is scheduled to start at 7 o'clock. Heritage is way up north, almost to Michigan. It's north of Fort Wayne. We'll see if they back that start time up. We'll see. We'll try to let you know. Check the website late in the week or check johnharrell.net. And we'll mention no matter if you're home or away, if you're doing the teaching and the learning, don't let him go. Keep the fire burning. See you later.